Did you want me to pour you some of that? I have a low tolerance for stupidity. Shaky, shaky, guys. I'm Stephanie. This is an idiot.
He had old man ass.
You want to come hang out with Dave? Because I'm leaving. I'm Why are you looking at me like that?
I can barely communicate now.
Quite true. Your mama puppy.
I want to talk more about Poussey.
I'm sure you do.
Liquid marijuana is delicious. The drink. I've really started to like Mountain Dew lately.
That explains why you are bouncing off the walls. Okay, it's gonna be that kind. What was that?
That was so bad.
Stop it. Did you say finish that tonight?
What could go wrong?
It got set on fire. Can I do this? Oh, you like that? Dave's dumb. You're gonna get your feelings hurt.
Ow! Before we go,
I gotta go. I gotta go.
I'd like an angel shot, please.
You're not about to trap me, buddy. Man, listen.
Who wants a mustache ride?
That went well. I'm going to cut your heart out with a spoon. Whatever you want.
We got the shocker. We got the spocker. That was the rocker. We're not doing those. That's a different show.
Make us feel God. Whatever it was went down just fine.
It's a mating call? I don't.
There, big to bow. Now you know. He's mine, Dave. He's my friend. Sometimes you take too long. Just finish already. It's Bar Banter night. Welcome to Bar Banter. We're back. Welcome to Bar Banter. It's Bar Banter night. You can go now.
You said I could go first. You said I could go first. We just talked about this. You said, David, I will allow you to go first.
Bar Banter night. You could go.
I don't feel like I got to go. Don't adjust your TV sets, guys. Are TV sets still a thing?
Wow. Y'all, I forgot eyeshadow. My eyes look I look tired. Sorry.
I asked you if you were good. You said, yep.
Wow. I look so tired.
Well, I mean, I think you look great, baby.
Oh, thank you.
As always.
Thank you. Do you want to introduce the show? Do you want to? God, they're all waiting for you to say something.
Actually, I'm good. I think you nailed it. So, no.
So here's the deal, guys. We're downstairs in the our original bar studio because it's hot as Hades. It's hot as New Orleans in Studio B.
It's hotter. It's warm.
No, I don't think it's hotter than New Orleans.
Yeah.
It was very warm in New Orleans.
It was a little sweaty.
It was a lot of sweaty. I had thigh chub rub problems.
I had everything chub rub.
It was sweating from places that you're not supposed to sweat from.
I walked outside and I looked like that guy. Like, was it Casper or Powder? I had baby powder all over me. Started caking.
You know what's funny, guys? So you look. You can't be around Dave when he's hot. I mean, he's hot, but you can't be around Dave when he's hot because when he's hot, you know how people get hangry, like they get hungry, angry. When Dave is hot, he gets hangry, hot, angry. Like he is difficult to deal with when he's hot. He's trying to cool down as fast as possible, which is the opposite of what happens with me because he's trying to get whatever done or get to wherever place we need to as fast as possible so he can get an AC. Meanwhile, I have to keep up with him. I don't know if you guys can tell, but he's freakishly tall. Like he's way taller than I am by like 8 inches. And so his stride is much longer than me. So I have to freaking run. I have to run to keep up with you.
If I'm hot, I promise I am not moving quickly. I want to sweat more than I already
I
am.
have little Speedy Gonzalez legs when you're
Yes.
walking.
That is fair.
It's obnoxious.
I think it was the hottest the last day we were there in New Orleans.
It
Like
was
that
hot.
Thursday.
Yeah, it was bad.
So you have the souvenirs somewhere around here. We went to the Thursday event with Patron. You had the Patron bottles. Where'd you put them?
Oh, I only have one, but because the other one's up there and it's there, over there in the corner, or it's right here. So we went to a Patron event, and they gave us. Oh, I don't know. Can you guys see that through my hand? I don't know. We went to a Patron event, and they gave us these snazzy bottles. And we actually we were like, "Where's everybody getting these bottles?" And Dave, that was when he was hangry.
I was hot. I wasn't angry. I was just hot, uncomfortable, and there were tons of people in a small space. And I wanted to go into the air conditioning. And the lady was like, "No, you got to go all the way around." And I was like, "No, I want to go into the air conditioning."
Yeah, you were like, I'm actually not gonna leave the hotel to go back into the hotel.
Yeah.
Like if I'm leaving this space, I'm going home.
Correct.
Yeah.
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 I'm not going from here to there when I want to go there.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. But somebody almost lost their life that day.
Hang on, wait. Hang on before we get there. All right, so I'm hot.
You are.
I'm it's warm. I'm warm. I have plenty of insulation, and I'm standing in line waiting for. It wasn't the espresso martini with the Patron XO, which we had already had.
So good, by the way. So
Delicious.
good.
We were waiting for. I think it was like a take on a Mai Tai, or what was it?
The original one was almost like a chunky monkey. It was banana and chocolate, and they were putting it in this container. That's
right.
why we were waiting for it.
That's right.
It's because it was in this container. But why don't you tell the people how your wife transformed in an instant?
So the cool thing about the Patron event was they gave you these swag bags, and I picked a Patron hat that I don't have here, and Stephanie picked a huge Paloma fan where she can fan herself.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Stephanie was in a different line than I was. You were in the next line over, and I was just waiting. And there was a woman in front of me who was also waiting. We didn't talk to each other or anything. And she turned around because I was talking to Stephanie this way, and then she turned around to see who I was talking to, and then she saw I was sweating, which, I was truly like sweating.
Yes.
And out of nowhere, she breaks out this tequila fan and starts fanning me because I was fanning myself with my hat. And I feel like maybe she felt that I wasn't cooling down quick enough or whatever. I was so shocked that I didn't immediately get away from me, Satan. So here comes Stephanie, and you got it.
Y'all, if they have that phrase, if looks could kill. I looked at David like he had lost his damn mind letting some other woman fan him. It was just not okay with me at that moment. I had a fan in my hand. Like, whew.
She didn't feed me grapes. So, I feel like that's a win.
I'm territorial. I understand. I understand that I'm territorial, but I was going to cut her.
She was super nice.
She actually was super nice
Yeah.
because then she started fanning the bartender. I don't know if she felt the vibes coming off me. Like, if you look at him again, if you move that fan one more time in his direction, you may not be on the planet anymore.
Say fan one more time.
Yeah, and so yeah,
It was
yeah,
entertaining.
that's what happened.
Yeah.
That's what happened. Yeah. So listen, Tales of the Cocktail. You guys, if you ever find yourself in New Orleans in July,
Don't.
like you're going to New Orleans in July, apparently they have this in New Orleans in July every year because it is supposed to be like the slow season for New Orleans. We did not agree that it was slow at all in any way possible. Um, but they had this event, and you can pay for an entire pass. And you can go to seminars with like world famous bartenders. You can do taste tests of stuff that you know, stuff that you don't know. There's tours all over the city. There are events per brand. So, like, we went to an Old Smoky event. We went to the Sazerac House. We went to a party with Pernod, right?
Oh, right. It was Pernod Rashad.
Yeah, who is you guys would know because they are the owners of Fireball.
They make a lot of things. They make Beefeater gin.
Yeah,
They make
yeah.
so many things that they make. There's really like 3 or 4 really big alcohol brands. You have Campari. You have who's the one that makes Buffalo Trace? Is that Sazerac?
That's Sazerac.
Sazerac's really big. Diageo is really
Mhm.
big. Patron's really big. I know I'm missing 1 or 2.
There's a
but
lot.
There's a lot
Yeah.
of big alcohol brands. They were all there. They all had their events. Oh, Jack Daniels. They all
Oh,
had
yeah.
their events at night.
And so some of the parties. So a couple of things that we learned is that if you're gonna go to Tales of the Cocktail, you have to reserve or you have to get on a list early because there are some really big names that go to these events. So the one that we went to, we didn't get the big name band, but we got a band that was pretty awesome. Think like James Brown, but
Younger. I mean,
yeah,
substantially younger.
just that voice was incredible out of him. What was his name?
So his name was Les Green, but the name of the band is the Swayzes.
The Swayzes. So he was pretty. That was pretty cool. But I was looking at some of the other people that were there, and the Jack Daniels event I think had. Oh, I can't think of the name. Anyways,
It wasn't a big name band, though, was it?
There were a few. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There were
Okay.
a few. So pretty cool. Got to meet some people that I watch online.
Oh, yeah. You want to do the rundown of everybody we met that people can follow right now?
Sure. So Beautiful Booze.
Right. And then you have the Rum Traveler.
The Rum Traveler. Holy City Handcraft.
Yep. Jordan Hughes or High Proof Pastor.
Mm-hmm.
Likeable Cocktails.
God, yeah. There were so many guys.
There were a lot.
If you've ever watched the show High on the Hog on Netflix, the bartender in High on the Hog, it's in like episode 3, I think, because she's out of New Orleans, I believe. She was there.
Talking
There
about
were
Tiffany?
Yes, Tiffany.
Okay.
There were so many people. It was really cool to see. But everybody's in kind of different categories, right? Because you have like Holy City and Jordan Hughes and Natalie. They're all in that really pretty like aesthetic. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
Like they're home bartenders and they have like the really pretty like setup stuff, right? Like everything's just perfect, right? Then you have like the bartenders like Tiffany. Well, she's a bartender out of DC. In fact, she she didn't win it. The other girl did, but she's a bartender. And they have like the actual bartenders who are like crazy busy and people from all over the world come to see them. And then you have people like us that are like, "Hey, we like cocktails. I want to try stuff." like, it doesn't matter. And then you have the brands, and yeah.
So I disagree a little bit in that I don't think there was anybody else like us. I don't think there were any enthusiasts other than us. Everyone was in the industry in some way, shape, or form. Either a bar owner, a brand advocate or ambassador,
I guess that's true.
professional bartenders, the like you said, the aesthetic social media people were there? The one that where you like you take your glass and you spritz the lemon
Yeah.
across it.
You
No,
gotta catch the picture of the
whatever,
spritz
man.
coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not an aesthetic person, mostly because I just don't have patience. I've tried to do it a few times. It works. I can do it. It's just I don't have patience. I really don't. Like, cause we do our cocktails, and then I gotta get it all back out and do it again and film it again and cut it up and blah blah.
Okay. Well, what I was trying to set you up for, and it's
Oh,
okay. It's all
sorry.
right.
You gotta clue me in here, buddy.
Well, you got to let. Anyway, I was gonna say there's nobody like us, right? Everyone is doing their own thing. Not they're trying to be us, but they can't. They can't replicate amazing. That's what I was gonna go with that.
Yeah, you're right.
You ruined it.
I did.
Stepped
So
all
we
over it.
started in Virginia. Our trip to New Orleans started in Virginia. And our first stop was
Gatlinburg, Tennessee.
y'all want to see?
Well, it wasn't our first stop because you have to use the bathroom every 200 miles, but
That's not true. That's you.
whatever. Potato, potato.
That's not 100% you. So Gatlinburg, poor Gatlinburg is flooded right now. But we went to Old Smoky. I posted a picture yesterday. There's some really cool things that's gonna start happening between us and Old Smoky, which is kind of cool. But we went to Old Smoky and we had a taste test, and I specifically wanted to go to Old. I was so excited because I said, Dave, you go ahead and plan the whole trip, and he did. Like,
I did.
from start to finish, he planned the whole trip. And so he was like, so we're gonna go to Old Smoky, and I was like, what? And so I walked into Old Smoky, and the very first thing I picked up was, I gotta get it.
Switched your direct.
Look what I got. So this is the Old Smoky lemon cream pie.
You hit the wrong one. I hit the wrong one. I can't reach it. It's too far.
What are you doing?
Yes.
The lemon
perfect.
cream pie moonshine, guys. And so what I'm finna do is have me a little drink. We're gonna pop this baby open.
Hang on.
What?
Do I not get any?
No.
Oh,
Why do you get any? This is
I don't
for
know.
me.
2,300 miles driven. I don't get any.
All right, fine. We'll use this Old Smoky shot glass
I have my own.
and have a little sippy sip. You know?
You're supposed to.
It's warm though. Hey, can you hand me the Old Smoky pour top
I can.
so that I don't?
Ta-da.
make
Brought to you
noise?
by Old Smoky. No, just kidding. I mean, well, not really kidding, but
But I mean, it's made by Old
we paid for the
Smoky.
bottles, so
We did.
and the glasses
We did. We paid for a
and
lot
the pour
of stuff.
spouts.
Paid for lots of stuff. This is not a small pour.
Is that for sharing?
No. No. Here, this is how much you get. That's it. That's all you get.
Can we look at how much you got compared to how much I got?
No, you can't see. It's equal. You can't see because it's in the. Yeah, here you go.
I feel like I'm getting the short end of this stick.
Well, your stick is not my problem.
You're just being mean.
I am.
This smells like delicious.
Heaven.
Cheers. Guys, it's like a lemon drop that's not the alcohol punch in the face.
Creamy.
It's so good. I bet if you mixed it with either limoncello or a citrus vodka to give it a little more punch, it would be amazing. It's so freaking
I
good.
don't recommend that.
So good.
I don't recommend doing that
So good.
because yesterday,
We didn't. You just opened this one.
yeah, but yesterday I mixed the Sugarlands. What did I mix? The peanut butter one with their peanut butter and jelly moonshine, and it curdled. You think this will curdle too?
I don't know.
I don't
We'd
know
have to
either,
try
but it just won't be for sipping. That's fantastic, guys. Unfortunately, you can only get this bad boy in Tennessee. Tennessee.
Maybe they ship. I don't know. Maybe you can find it somewhere,
It
but
says it's distillery only.
secondary
even-
market.
I don't even feel bad about it. I don't even feel we earned it.
I don't even know why we have these cameras.
Oh, camera one, camera two, camera one.
When you're
Well, now
gonna do something like that, you got to tell me so I can switch it.
Sorry. There you go. I poured it. Oh wait, hold on. Windsor Saloon Rocks
Oh
glass
my
is still
goodness.
available on the website.
You're the
Still
worst.
available on the website. There
You're
you
the
go,
worst.
guys.
Anyway,
All right. So I guess that's that.
all right. So our first stop was Old Smoky.
Yes.
And we don't have any of the Sugarland stuff out because we're going to do that.
I mean, you can grab it, but
We'll do it
that
after
on
the
next
break.
show. Yeah.
We'll do it after the break. And we picked up some. Did we pick up anything else? It was just Sugarlands and then
Sugarlands and Old Smoky.
Old Smoky.
Yeah.
And we picked up some of their non-cream stuff, right? Like we have the Ownby bourbon that I like that you did not like, the 8-year.
Oh yeah, there's we picked up a bourbon. We picked up some I have too much stuff in front of me. This is very weird, guys. There's a lot that we didn't try. This is the strawberry kiwi. We did try this one, right?
Babe, I don't know, man. There was a lot of tasting
so much,
going
guys.
on.
Yeah. Okay. So this is the strawberry kiwi. He has what is that?
You brought that over. It's the sour raspberry. Sour raspberry.
Yeah. We got there's I think what did we count? 12 bottles from.
We had 11 different bottles that we just got from Old Smoky.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
It was very cool.
Yep. And the cool thing about Old Smoky and Gatlinburg is you start you drive through like a national forest to get up to Gatlinburg, to downtown Gatlinburg.
Beautiful.
We didn't talk about the hotel we stayed at, the 50s themed hotel. I know you put pictures up
The way
there.
back, right?
The way back hotel.
I never put the pictures up. I'm gonna put them on the website though.
I thought you put the lounge chair up and the pool area. No.
Oh yeah, I did put a couple of. Yeah. Okay, so tell them about the hotel.
So
Tell them, Dave. Hurry up. Tell them.
it's a really cool hotel. It's one of those I don't know. I don't want to say red roof, but if you've ever been to like a red roof inn, you know how the doors open out to the exterior. There's not like an interior corridor.
Right.
So all the hotel doors open to the out, but they're all central to a pool area. The pool area is kind of the focus of the hotel, in my opinion, because it's all around that.
I would agree.
That area. And the pool area is family friendly, or kids and families can be there until 4:30.
4:30.
or 5
After
o'clock.
4:30, it's lockdown.
It's all adults, so 21 and over. They play music and
You gotta tell them about the bar.
the bar is a converted Airstream trailer, like a travel trailer. Is that right?
Yeah. Do you guys remember what was the name of that show where the family traveled around in it looks like a big metal can, but it's called an Airstream. And yeah, they took this thing and turned it into a bar to go along, because I guess they must have been really popular back then. Yeah, freaking awesome. Everything is like 50s themed.
50s or 60s? I would say probably more 60s.
Yeah, with like the big circle, like dot kind of stuff, and the real bright colors and stuff. Like that place was really, I thought it was adorable.
Everything was very angular, and then they had the bar in the main reception.
Yeah.
What do they call it? Lobby.
Mm-hmm.
So there was that bar that was there. You were disappointed though, because you thought we were going to get a Paloma when we got there.
Well, one of the things made me a little sad is when you go onto their website to make your reservations, it says specifically that you're going to be greeted with a drink when you step onto the premises. And I didn't get near one drink. Not one. I didn't get no drink.
Because it was raining.
It was raining, and they closed the outdoor bar.
Yeah.
Yep. So it was raining. The cool thing about this place, though, is if you've never been to Gatlinburg, any touristy area that you can like go to, you're always going to have like go-karts and like maybe like a show or something like that. This place,
The medieval times.
yeah, something like that. Like Virginia Beach has stuff like this, the go-karts or the little carnival or
Mini golf.
whatever. And it's like, like 6-7 blocks of it. Not Gatlinburg. Not Gatlinburg. No. They got to be super extra in Gatlinburg. And it's like 4 miles of it. Just miles upon miles upon miles of anything you could think of. The breakfast place with the pancakes, the museums, the Ripley's Believe It or Nots, the freaking go-karts.
Well, so I think we were in Pigeon Forge.
Oh, Pigeon Forge.
Pigeon
sorry.
Forge is where we were.
But you just go around the corner.
right.
It's Gatlinburg.
So you stay in Pigeon Forge, and there's stuff to stay at in Gatlinburg too, but it's not as crazy as
Gatlinburg's
Pigeon
more
Forge.
stores.
Yes. Pigeon Forge is like spaced out as far as like they're not right on top of each other, whereas Gatlinburg, like downtown Gatlinburg, feels kind of like Times Square meets I don't even know. What's the place where Mount Rushmore is? That little town that's right there. Remember when you start climbing the mountain?
Yeah.
That whole like compressed area.
Mhm.
That's what Gatlinburg felt like to me. Is
Yeah.
like just compressed, people everywhere.
It was crazy. I think the fun part about it though was like you come into where we were, like you come into Pigeon Forge.
Mhm.
You come into Pigeon Forge and you see all of the crazy stuff and the lights, and it's almost like Vegas but for families. It was nuts.
Mini golf, go karts, the
Everywhere.
shows you're talking about, pancake houses as far as the eye can see.
Yeah. Oh, the zip lines,
Zip lines,
the
adventure
alpine
parks.
coasters.
Yep.
Like it was crazy.
Yep, that's all.
And
in
then
Pigeon
you're like,
Forge.
you know what? I think I'd like to take a little drive. So you drive through the national forest, right? Was it called the Smoky Mountain something rather?
There's a really long name for it that I do not remember right now.
And then you
but-
come out the other side, and that's where it kind of comes down a little bit. You see a little bit more of like the restaurants and the stores and, like that kind of stuff. And that's it was nuts, guys. I cannot wait to go back. So
If you can take the bypass on your way from Pigeon Forge to Gatlinburg, take the bypass. Because remember, that was the road we took, kind of went up into the mountains with those overlooks and the views.
yes, those. I feel bad for people that don't travel because you miss so much of what the world has to offer.
Agreed.
Even right here in the United States. I know when we think about travel, we think about, oh, I'm going to go to Europe, or I'm going to go here, or I'm going to go there. But yeah, the Great Smoky Mountains, these little like pull-offs where it's just, oh God, I can't even, it's just gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
I agree. So the first night we get in there, it's a little rainy, but we're able to make it to Old Smoky, and we do a flight tasting.
Yeah.
At the Holler. Was it the Holler?
I don't remember if it was the Holler or not, but it was pretty cool. Was walking in there and the girl knowing who we were.
Yes, that was awesome.
That was awesome. She's
name,
like, I know who you guys are. I watch your videos.
Her name was Mary. She was awesome. We also met Caleb. He was amazing.
Yeah.
So yeah, really
And Mary's
good stuff.
sister was there.
I don't remember Mary's sister.
I'm sorry, Mary's sister. We do remember you.
And then I think it was Jeff from Michigan was
Yeah.
the other guy that was there.
Mm.
Really great. They took care of us. And the tasting was for like 10 or 12 moonshines, if I remember correctly.
I think it was 12, and the tasting
There were
itself
two-
was like $8.
Yeah, there
right?
were two different. You either got 8 or you got 12, and each one had a different amount. Like one was $10 and one was $15. I could be getting them wrong, but anyway, we did the more shocker. We did more.
Well, what was cool was Mary was like, "Listen, is there anything here that you guys haven't had that you want to try?"
Yeah,
Like Mary's my girl.
Yeah,
man.
she was
like
cool.
she was awesome.
Yeah.
But she was like, "Is there anything here that you guys want to try?" So we were like, "Well, how about this and then that and then this and that and a little bit of this." She was like, "All right, cool."
yeah. We did pick up the mandarins, which by far have to be the best fruit infused
fruit.
moonshine that we've had.
Yeah. We have
Unbelievable.
so the cherries are like bottom of the totem pole for me, followed by the pineapple. But those mandarins, those things are dangerous.
For me, it's the mandarins are the best ones. Then the hot and spicy pickles.
Ooh,
Yeah.
those are good too.
Yeah, the hot and
Yeah.
spicy pickles are good.
Mhm.
And then the regular pickles. And then I'm with you. Like the pineapples are okay. The ones we had there were better than the ones we bought at the ABC, if you remember.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So I don't know if they just.
And she said that you almost have to get different. You need to buy different jars. So we've had our pineapples for a little while, and I think if we go and pick up another jar, they're going to taste different. That she said
Yeah.
each jar, almost each jar tastes different because it depends on when the cucumber was picked, and then some other stuff. And yeah, it was. Those were good. Those ones that she made us were good. Yeah.
Yeah. So after we had our 12, I'm going somewhere with this. So after we had our 12 tastings at the Holler, we haven't had dinner yet, so
So Steph's a lightweight.
so we go down the hill to the Barrel House, which is their other tasting room.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm trying to remember. Did we stop and have dinner in
We
between?
did. We had pizza.
Okay. So we stopped at a place. It was okay. Nothing worth.
I don't even know the name. Remember the
nothing
name of
worth
it.
repeating. So we had some pizza, and then we went to the Barrel House, which is another Old Smoky tasting room.
There are 3 in a very short distance of each other.
Yeah.
There are 3, and each one has something that the other place doesn't have.
Right. So we tried another 10 to 12 moonshines in this other place with JoJo.
I don't like
his
JoJo.
name's not JoJo.
I don't
forget
like
his name.
JoJo.
But his manager's name is Stephanie.
His manager's name is Stephanie. I don't like JoJo.
JoJo's fine. Stephanie.
Why don't I like JoJo?
Because he matched your energy.
Yeah, I am the princess here. Okay, I require the most attention. You may not take it from me, JoJo.
All right.
Wit for wit, y'all. Wit for wits.
I'm going to try some of this sour raspberry because we're about to wrap up our Old Smoky. I just wanted to give a quick shout out to Jackie Steele, who we met in New Orleans.
New Orleans, yeah.
She is the Old Smoky event coordinator.
Yes.
And she is awesome.
She is awesome.
She hooked
She has
us up.
cool hair.
She does. She's in LA, I think.
Yeah.
Where she's out of.
Yep, she's out of LA.
But yeah, she was super cool and friendly to us. So thank you, Jackie. All right, that seems about right. Right.
Yeah, that's good.
I just made a giant mess.
Here, do you want to show the people what you got?
Oh yeah,
What's in
sorry.
there?
I got the Old Smoky Blue Raspberry. It is. I don't know. It's only 20% alcohol, so this is going to be a Kool-Aid, a malt liquor. What do you think?
I bet it's good.
Ooh, it's a little. Wow, that's a lot of sour.
Oh, but it smells just like a sour raspberry.
It's too sour. If you like Sour Patch Kids, you're going to love that. I do not like Sour Patch Kids.
Oh!
That's a lot.
Yo! Wow! You're gonna need some Sprite. Woo!
If you like sour,
No.
that is for you. We didn't try that one. We tried 20 of them, and we didn't try all the flavors,
tried a lot.
guys.
We tried a lot. I think the most shocking one at Old Smoky was the chocolate. I was not expecting the chocolate to be as good as it was, because sometimes you make chocolate stuff and it's like, but this one tastes like Tootsie Rolls.
You know, I don't know.
You don't agree?
I agree with you, but I don't think that flavor is that uncommon because a lot of the artificial chocolate all tastes like Tootsie Roll.
I don't know. I thought it was good.
So,
Yeah. So,
yeah.
So we went. So the next day we went to Sugarlands.
We did. We got up.
I tried to get Dave to go on the ski lift up the mountain.
Okay. First,
Because it's right next to Sugarlands. There's this huge ski lift. There is a huge ski lift right next to Sugarlands Distillery, and you can ride it all the way up to the top of the mountain. And at the top of the mountain, there's a drawbridge, like a what do they call those bridges? The ones they suspension bridge. There's a suspension bridge at the top between the two mountains, and you can look at the beautiful views, and you can take pictures. And Dave wouldn't go with me.
I am not a fan of several things in this world, but heights and ski lifts definitely top my list of shit I'm not going to do again. They don't even have seat belts. They just got that stupid
It
lap
had a
bar.
bar. It was a bar.
No,
I wouldn't have lifted it and threw you out.
that was very specific what you're not going to do. Anyway, we get up at I don't know, 10 in the morning, maybe even earlier, and we show up at Sugarlands when they open. We did a whole tasting at Sugarlands.
10 o'clock in the morning. We met somebody there. Oh, what is his channel name?
I don't have it, but I will put it in the show notes. I don't remember
Shoot.
it. It's something in cigars. He does bourbon tasting
Bourbon
and he does
and
cigars,
cigars or
and he's
something
out
like
of
that.
Oklahoma City. I just don't remember his name right now.
Totally. It's not Kenny. Is it Ken?
Kenny or Chris or something. I just don't remember the name, but we'll get it. It's irrelevant. Don't worry about it. We'll figure it out. or it might come to you.
Damn it.
But
Kevin, the chance of David going skydiving is David was supposed to go skydiving
was.
last year.
yes,
Yeah.
for Jacob's 18th birthday.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and it didn't happen.
Did not go.
Mm-mm.
No.
Dave was also supposed to get a tattoo with me, and David did not do that either.
Nope. I just refused to get a tramp stamp. I'm sorry. What? Oh, you don't have to get a tramp stamp?
No,
That-
you get it on your ass.
Oh.
So I could smack that. Oh, sorry. Sorry, that was thought bubble.
Oh goodness. So yeah, we did Sugarlands, and then I think we pretty much wrapped up. Like we
Yeah.
bought a couple of bottles of Sugarlands.
Which we'll show you guys. but-
Oh, I will say this about Sugarlands has some interesting flavor combinations.
And you
I picked the worst ones.
no, I think for Sugarlands the problem with Sugarlands is their stuff is it's like half of their stuff I think is designed to be mixed with something else that they have. Right? Because like
Yes.
when we were trying stuff, she was like we were like, because me, like, and she's like, oh, yeah, well, you want to mix that with this, or you want to mix that with this, or you want to mix that. And I'm like, what the? Can you just make something good? That's why we got all creams.
I will say that of the straight moonshine, because you didn't try any of the straight moonshines.
No.
Sugarlands had the better straight moonshine. That for me,
Oh, yeah, no, sure.
I thought it was good.
If you'd like to clean the tailpipe on your car, that'll get it spick and span.
That's the Old Smoky Blue Lightning, the stuff they light on fire.
Oh, God, that was
the Blue
horrible.
Lightning was.
It smelled like, oh, goodness.
I think that's like 140 or 160. I mean, it's up there. I have a story about that, by the way. Some rum company Patrick guy thought it would be funny to give me a 160 rum.
He didn't think it'd be funny. You said, I want to try this. And he was like, are you sure? And you were like, yeah. And then he gave it to you.
Not funny.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we left there and we drove across
Boy, I miss Leo.
the great state of Tennessee, and we made it to Memphis.
Yes, Memphis. Memphis was great. I
had it,
loved
yeah.
Memphis. We spent, less than 12 hours? Oh, no. Okay, so went to
on.
Memphis. We got there.
Yeah, don't fast forward to the end. You got to walk through the
I
whole
was
trip.
trying to think about what did we do in Memphis.
We went to Beale Street.
I know, but I was going to get to that part,
Okay.
but I was like, did we leave early the next morning? But we didn't because we stopped someplace that we weren't
You're
going to stop.
skipping the
Sorry.
night
Okay.
before.
Okay. We get into Memphis, and we were trying to figure out what to do because you can see who is playing on Beale Street. And then when we, scrolling through trying to find out what we were going to do, I was disappointed because their big event was a country star, like a country concert. And I am not a country music fan. Sometimes I am a country music fan, but in this case, I am not. I was not going to Memphis to be a country music
I have a
fan.
question.
Yes.
How many country concerts do you think you've been to in your life?
How many have I been to in
No.
the past 3 years?
No, that's not what I asked you. How many country
I've been to
concerts?
several.
Several, like 10, 20,
I don't know. Several.
less than 50?
Yes.
It's fair.
Did I go because I'm a country music fan?
Not at all.
I did not. I went because my friends were going
Yes.
and they guilted me into spending money to go along with them.
I love, they're going to hear this and get mad at you. I actually like country music, but I was never invited to go to the country music concert.
It was supposed to be a girls thing.
Yeah.
But y'all, number one, it is the Virginia Beach Amphitheater, okay? So you have seats down under the awning thing, the structure thing, and then you have the lawn area. The cheapest seats are the lawn area. I am married to David. I am no longer a cheap woman. I'm just not, okay? I'm not used to doing the cheap things because David does not have cheap tastes, and I have picked it up over the years. I am not a cheap woman. So I do not. I spent, 3 or 4 years, I think, going to country concerts and sitting on the lawn. And I think where I finally was like, fuck this shit, was when there were 2 concerts in 1 year where there were extremely drunk people next to me. And I was like, I am too old to be sitting in these chairs where I got to kneel to get back up out of them. Okay. And that takes me like an hour to do because I have a low center of gravity. It takes me a minute to get up. Okay, so I do not want to kneel in those chairs and then try to get up. Oh, and then when I get up, the drunk dude next to me is either throwing up or he has touched me. He has touched me.
I'm sorry.
And so I am not a lawn person. And my friends do not want to pay for seats. It's too expensive. I don't pay for the seats. I go to seats. I don't pay for the seats.
They don't say that, by the way.
They do too. They don't want to pay for the seats, so we don't get to sit in the seats. And I finally was like, I'm not doing this shit anymore. And so I don't go to, and I don't like people.
All right. So you threw a lot at everybody right now. So
Sorry.
let's just back up a
There's a
second.
lot of ranting.
Extrovert's mad because apparently she's in Memphis and we didn't tell her we were going.
I'm
so,
sorry.
What I will say,
Big park there.
yeah, it was right on the corner of Beale and I don't even remember the other street. Like
No.
where BB King is down. There's like this big fenced in
Yeah.
park area. Yeah. I will say, Beale Street was the history was really cool. All
Yes.
the different civil rights things that were there. We really didn't know where to stay, so we just kind of stayed near Beale Street because that was the only thing we knew. But we would love to see more of Memphis, given
Have
the
a little
history
more time. We were just having to go.
passing through it, right?
Yeah.
So
I thought Beale Street was cool. We went into a restaurant that had a great blues band. He was fantastic.
we posted on it. I don't remember
I don't remember the name
the
either.
band's name right now. But really good. Love a blues harmonica.
Hmm.
It was just really good.
Yeah,
We went into another one that was good, but
it smelled.
yeah, it was like mildewy smell. I don't know. It
Smelled
probably
like
had
trash.
been there for 70 years.
was
I don't
disgusting.
even know, but
And the bartender was the bartender that you're like, all right, man, maybe it's time for you to retire. Not like retire, but like maybe you need to move on because this bar has beat you down. Beat you down. Like he comes up, he's like, "What do you guys want to drink?" And he's like, "Do you need a menu?" And I was like, like a cocktail menu? He's like, "No, we serve adult drinks here." I was like, "Bitch, what?" What'd you say to me?
so then Stephanie's fairly easy. She's like, all right, I just want some Patron.
Yeah, because look, if you're not going to make me a cocktail, I'm just going to go to my
Double,
go-to.
double shot of Patron.
Yep, done.
However, he
They
brought
didn't
it.
have Patron.
Well, no, I thought he brought it to you, but he brought it in a plastic cup, and it was not
It was
cold.
not chilled.
It was not cold, so it was warm tequila in a plastic cup.
Y'all see
Okay.
his face?
Whatever. I start asking him, and by the time I start talking, he's like, "Oh, you're one of those." I'm like, "All right, what about a martini?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, I don't have vermouth,
I don't have vermouth. Yeah.
and all I have are plastic cups."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Okay, do you have?" And I forget what other thing I had asked him for.
So you're going to do an old fashioned. He didn't have.
Oh yeah, he didn't have simple syrup.
Yeah, no simple syrup.
Okay, we don't have simple syrup.
Yeah.
What gins do you have? And I think he might have had like one gin.
Yeah.
Beef eater. I don't even know what he had. And I saw a bottle of Maker's Mark 46, and I was just like, just a double Maker's with a cube of ice.
So we sat there and we sang some BB King with the band, the cover band. And I think it was like 2 or 3 songs. And then we were like, it stinks in here. I don't know if we were sitting right next to the trash or what, but you were like, yeah, I want to hear some original stuff. Like, look, we know BB King,
Yeah.
you know, and we couldn't even go to BB King.
Yeah.
We couldn't get in there because their corporate had just remodeled or something. They were getting ready to reopen, and so corporate was having a party in there. So we went to the little memorabilia store next door. And you could hear that woman singing. I was like, can I just sneak in for a little while? And they were like, no, you creep. You have to go. You have to leave now.
Ma'am, it's time to go.
It's not. They're not here for that. So yes. So I liked Beale Street. They did say that since school was out, since college was out, it definitely was not busy.
And it was a Thursday night. So
Right.
it might have been different on Friday night. We were only there for Thursday night. So There was one other place that somebody said we should go. It was at the base of that first hill, and it was the Irish bar that had goats.
Goats.
But we didn't get a chance to see the goats because they were closing.
Yeah, well, we didn't. I mean, it was 10 o'clock and the bar was closing.
Almost 11.
Yeah.
And I didn't figure the bars were going to close at 11. So, yeah, it kind of sucked.
Yeah.
But
So
next time.
next morning, we're getting ready to leave, and I was like, oh my God, we're in Memphis.
We went to Elwood Shack. Remember?
We did go to Elwood. Y'all, whoever recommended Elwood Shack, yeah, you got to go back there. It's a shack.
So good.
It's a shack, but the food was amazing there. Amazing. It's really good. So we had breakfast, and then we were trying to get on the road, and I was like, wait. We're in Memphis. We got to drive by Graceland.
Drive by.
We're going to drive by Graceland.
Yep.
So we get in the car, and we put in the directions, and it's like, hey, Graceland's right here. So we pull in to what we think is going to be Graceland. So there's Elvis everywhere, white buildings. I'm like, maybe Graceland is beyond these buildings. Like, these were all built maybe in front of Graceland.
Like a visitor center.
Yeah. Like, if there's a visitor center, then maybe Graceland is like, behind it. And, that's all part of like what you do, right?
Yep.
So we go and we buy our tickets and
we
we're
paid
like,
$10 to park.
Right. We paid $10 to park. And I was like, dude, if we're going to see Graceland, let's see Graceland. So we paid the tickets to go see the actual. I was like, we got to see the house.
Let's back up though. So this is Friday. Now, if you remember 2 Fridays ago, every computer system in the world was apparently down.
Mm-hmm.
So we show up to Graceland. The tickets to get into Graceland are
not cheap,
inconsequential. And their computer processing is down.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like $160 to go for the two of us.
The ATM worked.
The ATM
but you
worked.
couldn't run a credit card.
Yeah. That was maybe a sign that we should just go, but we fought through it.
So we're like, you know what? Okay, so they're like, yeah, you're gonna get on this shuttle and it's gonna take you on to Graceland. And I'm like, oh, that's it's gotta be behind these buildings, right? Like, it's gotta be behind. It's across the fucking street. Yo, we didn't have to pay anything. We could have just pulled in, taken our pictures, and left. But instead, we dropped something like $200.
Oh, more than that with souvenirs, without a doubt.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was.
I will say.
We learned a lot.
I learned a lot. I'm not a big Elvis fan.
Neither am I.
But your mom is.
My mom is.
So I think we did the tour for your mom too.
I think it was Pam Hayes or somebody was telling us that they swap out those like memorabilias in the trophy room all the time. So if you go this time, if you go in 2 weeks, it's going to be totally different.
Yeah. So tell them what you felt at Graceland.
Well, really quickly, it's interesting to look at what was considered lavish in the 1950s and 60s as opposed to what lavish is now.
Mm-hmm.
Because this house, the Graceland mansion, and I know we didn't get to see the upstairs.
Well, you'll never see the upstairs.
Right, but I'm saying like the ground floor, the basement, I mean, square footage wise, it was 2 times the size of our house, maybe 3 times the size of our house. I don't know. We're like 2,500. So let's say this house was 7,500 square feet of what we saw.
Yeah.
How big are some of the celebrity houses now?
Oh, like way
I
bigger.
mean, 40,000 square
yeah.
feet with a full-size Olympic pool. And
yeah, it's so funny. I remember going in and, you walk in the front doors. They take you right up the front door. And then on the right is there's the family room, and beyond that is a music room where he would play, because there's like a white piano there. There's a family room. There's a bedroom downstairs. That was his parents' bedroom.
yeah,
right?
on the main floor. Though.
Yeah, on the main floor. That was his parents' bedroom. You can't go upstairs, but you'll pass the staircase where his like actual living quarters were. And on the left side is the dining room, the kitchen, and then the jungle room, right? And then downstairs there is like his record room, and then there's the pool room.
Well,
Am I missing
a
anything?
pool table, right? So there was the TV room because he wanted to watch all the broadcast channels at one time.
Right.
So we had 3 really old TVs in the wall.
Yeah.
And then there
was records. There was tons of records.
And a wet bar.
And a wet bar.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The pool room for me, I think, was my favorite because it had the pool table, but and I can't even. the reason it was my favorite is I've never seen anything like that before. The ceiling and the walls are covered in not a tapestry, but like fabric, like pleated fabric
Woven fabric,
the
right?
whole way
Yeah.
around. They said it took 3 days. No, it took 10 days and 3 people to do it.
Yeah.
And then the pool tables, gaudy, y'all. It's horrible.
Yeah,
It's
definitely.
horrible.
Definitely what you think you would expect in a performer's house. Like, I'm sure if they ever open up like Neverland or something like that, there's going to be such eclectic things in there.
Like, I want to see Prince's house.
Right. You know, anybody that has a lot of money and doesn't know what to do with and that just buys things.
Yeah.
That's what I'd like to.
Well, Prince has a purple piano, and I want to see that.
I mean,
yes.
yeah.
Pam, yes, his parents' room is still purple.
So we get outside, and then we're walking through the carport, and guys, he didn't even have he didn't even have a garage for his cars. He just had a carport,
right,
like where he'd park his.
He had 8 cars that he would park there,
just in a carport.
Mm-hmm.
His manager's office or Vernon, his dad, right?
Yep.
His dad's office back there, where all the fan mail would come, and then we looped around, and we walked back into the trophy room, is what they call it. And I don't know if this is an original part of the structure or if this is part of
No, remember they said it was a patio at first.
Oh, okay.
They built that.
I don't know if you believe in spirits. I don't know if you believe in negative energy. I don't know what you believe, but I felt kind of halfway through the first room that there was just this ominous presence for me. Like, I felt like, everything of this man's life is on display. A library card that he had, a middle school graduation certificate that he had, his wallet. I don't even.
I remember seeing his wallet.
Everything.
His application for his driver's license.
Everything is there and displayed. And I don't know. I just got this dread feeling.
Eerie feeling.
I don't know. I just did not like it. And I didn't mean to rush you through that. I was just like, I don't feel this is not.
Well, and it's in a very. It's dark in there.
Yeah.
It's not like it's brightly lit and pretty. It's dark. So you're walking through and you're seeing these display cases and you're walking down this long corridor that's, it's dark and his face is everywhere. And yeah, so I do remember when you were like, do you want to look at this stuff? Can we go?
Well, it wasn't even so much the initial part because, you saw like the history of the things that he bought. Like he bought a car in cash and you have his check that he signed. You have the parcel of land that he bought and gave to a hospital. Like all those things were cool. But then you rounded the corner and you saw all of Lisa Marie Presley's baby stuff.
Yeah.
And, she'd passed a couple years ago, right? So it's just this really macabre feeling of, I don't know. I can't explain it. It did not.
There was a lot of death there. Yeah. They did say that, she would actually come. So when you walk through Graceland into the dining room, they said that she would come and she would sit, and that's where she would have dinner with her family when she came to visit. So you come out of there and you come along the backside where I think where it struck me was the racquetball court.
The racquetball building.
So there was a racquetball court where he would go and get his exercise, and there were like smoking chairs on the side of it, and then there was a piano. And when you're listening to the audio, it's like this is the last thing he did before he died. So he played racquetball. He was playing with his friends. He sat down at the piano, played a couple songs, and then he went to get ready for his next tour. And he never made it out of the house again. So yeah, it was kind of nuts. And from the racquetball court, that's where you actually go graveside. So you see his mom, his dad, and I didn't know Elvis was a twin.
I didn't know either. He was stillborn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you see his brother's stillborn, or his brother's marker, his dad, his mom, his grandmother, him, and then around the backside now is his grandson and Lisa Marie.
Right. Yep.
And then everybody's asking, is Priscilla going to be there too? So I don't know.
It's
a beautiful property. It's a beautiful property, but ooh.
Yeah, the mansion was really cool. Guys, there were so many different museums there too.
I think my favorite was the cars.
Yeah, I mean the car museum was the first one you come through when you get back from the tour. But I mean they had the outfits, they had the recording studio.
Yeah,
I mean we were just out of time.
Yeah, no, I think we just gave up because I was like, we're gonna be here.
Yeah.
We have hours left.
to get
for
to
us
New
to get to
Orleans. Yeah.
down to New Orleans. So I think we just kind of gave up. But yeah, that was interesting to see. Whether you are an Elvis fan or you're not an Elvis fan, I recommend going to see it. I think it's cool to get a little bit of history, but it absolutely can be overwhelming to
Yeah.
go there for sure.
Yeah. I thought it was really interesting. Some of the fans that were there, you could tell, like, there was a lady that had on like a rhinestone jacket and the pink.
Do you remember the guy that was actually dressed up as Elvis?
Oh, I
was
didn't
there?
see that.
Yeah,
I
he had
didn't see
on.
that.
It was red. It was red. He had the sideburns. He had the glasses
Oh, wow.
and everything.
No,
And
I
I
didn't see
remember
that.
like he was taking a picture of Elvis's grave, and I'm like, this dude is gonna break down and cry in a
Yeah.
minute. But he was, yeah, huge, huge Elvis fan. So that was crazy. And off to New Orleans we went.
Yeah, but the things we crossed off the bucket list: Graceland and Memphis, Beale
Beale
Street. So I mean, that was a pretty cool.
And Old Smoky.
And Old Smoky. That wasn't a bucket list
On top of the Smoky.
thing. Covered in booze.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, so that was a lot of fun.
If we had gone in the fall, we definitely would have added Dollywood to our initial stop just to get the pound of pie.
Yeah, because you can only get it during Oktoberfest.
Yes, but we weren't there for that. Maybe next time. We went there once in July, 16 years ago, and Stephanie had heard about the pound of pie.
It was on like a TV show.
Yeah.
It was like a reasons to visit Dollywood, like, or best theme parks in the world, or some stupid lying shit like that. And then I got there. I was like, can I get my pound of pie? Because I felt really awkward going there, y'all. There's not a lot of black people, okay? There wasn't like 20 years ago, okay? There's not melanin rich people in Pigeon Forge. Not very many of them. I saw more this time than I did last time I was there. There's not a whole lot, okay? So I get there, and I'm like, I'm here for pie then, because I'm going to have some pie. And I get there, and they looked at me, and they were like, oh, you have to come during Oktoberfest. Y'all about lost my damn mind. I was like, I'm sitting here feeling out of place. I feel like I don't belong here. I don't like country music. I think Dolly Parton's kind of cute, but I don't like country music. I don't feel like I belong here. And now you tell me I can't get my goddamn pie.
Guys, let us know. We had this discussion on the way out of Memphis, and I said, at the conclusion of their existence, who will have a larger lasting impact, Dolly Parton or Elvis Presley? I think it was Elvis. Your initial response was Dolly.
My initial response was Dolly Parton.
Yeah.
She's been around longer than Elvis.
Sure.
But I can understand why you think it's Elvis.
I think he just had so much more of an effect outside of just his genre. Like, Dolly is country music. Elvis was blues and rock and entertaining.
And Elvis was pretty worldwide, even though he never actually traveled outside the United States.
That was a crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Never did a tour outside the U.S.
Yeah, Jolene says Dolly, so I don't know.
Jolene. Sorry.
Yeah, that's funny.
Speaking of Dolly, so yeah, and then off to New Orleans, and New Orleans is a
Warm.
Have you been to New York City, Manhattan?
Okay.
Should we wait on this?
Hang on.
Should
So
we take a break?
you are a smell person, right? Like, if something smells
I am,
bad,
yo. I got that nose,
you are
I'm not about
you
it.
are not happy about it.
No.
Probably why I have to sleep in the guest room. Stop. So, yes, you were not a fan of some of the odors in New Orleans.
Yo, New Orleans smells bad. No, okay, let me take that back. Not all of New Orleans smells bad. I learned something about myself when I got to Bourbon Street. So our hotel was so we were between Canal and between Bourbon, right?
Well,
Bourbon
so
Street was like 2
Canal
blocks
kind of
up.
runs like this, and Bourbon intersects Canal. So yeah, we were, if you know where Dauphine and Canal are, we were right there.
Right. Okay. So I'm all excited. It's like Dave's like, look at this hotel. Look at this awesome hotel. It's gonna be so great. We're at Canal Street's here, Bourbon Street's here. I'm like, oh my God, it's gonna be so cool because you hear about New Orleans, you're like, yeah, there's tons of music, there's tons of things to do. It's like got the vibe, and then you watch the Disney movie, and you like, New Orleans.
Are you doing Princess and the Frog right
Hell
now?
yeah, man. Okay, that's where I get my history from. Okay, so I'm excited. There's gonna be a lot of food. The French Quarter. We're gonna go to the garden. Like it's gonna be awesome, right? So we get there. It's nighttime. So we check into the hotel. It's nighttime, and you're like, "We're going to Bourbon Street." I'm like, "The fuck we are. I'm not going to Bourbon Street. I'm old. I'm not doing it." You're like, "We are here, and we are going to Bourbon Street."
Friday night
Yes.
in New Orleans.
Yeah.
Before, let's say 9:00, no children. We're going to Bourbon Street. Like we're just gonna go. And
Yeah.
I will give you credit. You complained for only about 30 minutes, and you went.
And
with
I
me.
was like, you know what? I'm gonna make my baby happy.
That's
I'm
right.
gonna go to Bourbon Street.
Yes.
Okay.
I appreciate you.
So
It wasn't. If you've ever been to Las Vegas, you know the clack clack guys, right? With the cards and the
everybody wants to hand you something. Yeah.
right, and they're
Yeah.
trying to get you to go see a strip show or
Mhm.
call an escort or whatever it is. New Orleans is not that,
No.
but they will try and give you anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Those beads. I don't even know. They were handing out a lot of things.
They were. My problem is that I'm old. I think that if I was younger, I would probably have appreciated Bourbon Street more than I did. But I was not prepared for the smell. I was not prepared for the people.
Are you talking about the marijuana?
I was not prepared to literally chew marijuana walking down a damn street. Look, I think I'm probably one of those crazy people that thinks weed smells good. Like I think it smells good. I like the smell of weed.
What the hell?
But I like that like mild odor of it where like it's kind of dissipated. It was in the air for a little while. It's almost like a cigar, right? Like some people like the smell of a cigar. I don't mind the smell of weed. Minor smell of weed. Walking down Bourbon Street, I think that it was like I had set it on fire and started to chew on it walking down Bourbon Street, mixed with the intense smell of vomit and urine.
And those are both
And a
from
little
me.
bit of trash.
Yeah, those are both from me. No, I'm kidding.
I wasn't ready for that. I wasn't ready for that. I wasn't ready for that.
Like
I don't know what I was expecting. I just wasn't ready for that.
Yeah, I think we were expecting. So our first night, bourbon was an experience.
It was. I was thrown way off.
Yeah. The next day, I'm trying to remember. I think I did a lot of schoolwork because we were a day early,
Yeah.
and I had to finish out the semester. So I think we did a lot of that, and walked around a little bit. Kind of got a feel for where everything was.
Yeah, didn't we got on the trolley,
We
the cable car?
did. We
went the wrong way.
We went. We did. We did that too. All right. So we went.
Oh, that was an experience. Yes.
So we went to a rum distillery, but I was like, I don't want to take the car out of the garage. Let's just get on the streetcar.
Yeah.
And we'll go to this rum distillery. Well, I haven't had to read a public transportation map in a while, so the streetcar didn't take us all the way to the rum distillery. It took us to
A bus stop.
a bus stop.
After we had to turn around and come back because we got on the trolley, went the wrong way. So we had to cross over and come back, get back on it, get back on the streetcar, and then it took us to a bus stop.
So at the bus stop, we met a very nice gentleman who
Works at the VA hospital.
works at the VA hospital, and he became my best friend.
Who wouldn't stop talking to Dave?
It's okay. We were good. We had a good time. He told us where not to go. He told us where the jail was.
He
told us
also
where
didn't tell us not to get off the freaking bus at the stop that we got off the bus at.
Fair. I will say this. I'm a very thankfully.
I had to be his protector, y'all. I had to put my protector like persona on. I had to go back to
Okay.
It was
So
I had to protect Dave.
So we get off the bus. And look, it's not a race thing. I'm the only white guy on the bus.
The only
I'm the only white person that gets off the bus
in
and
the whole city.
is walking around. Whatever, fine. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. So we get off, and there's a gas station on both corners. The one that we got off on and across the street.
Weed.
And yeah, one was a dispensary too, right? The distillery's supposed to be right
Not
here.
a dispensary because it couldn't be a dispensary because it's. Did you know that weed is illegal in Louisiana? I don't think the police know.
I just think they can't enforce it. So anyway, we get off the bus, and the distillery is supposed to be like right here on this corner. That's why we got off there. I'm looking at the map, and it's like, oh yeah, it's right here. Well, the bus pulls away, so now
We can't get back on it.
our mode of transportation is gone, and this distillery is not where
Nowhere
it's supposed to
in
be.
sight. It's not there.
So Stephanie starts, I won't say freaking out, but she's like, David, where are we going? What are we doing? Because we don't have a ride out anymore. And this is where you said your protector mode kicked in. You're like, you're going to get jumped. I'm going to have to call somebody. And I might not be here when they arrive. It wasn't that bad. Anyway, I'm trying to get somewhere with this, and we're painting a really
Bad
awkward
phrase.
picture.
Yeah, okay.
But we start walking up the street, and I'm looking at this thing on my GPS, and it's like, yeah, it's right here. Just go down this alley. Okay, let's go down the alley.
Oh, yeah, that sounds good. Let's go down this fucking alley.
It's just a fence. I think there's like a
Chain, when you see chain link fences and they're like half dipped in and busted, you're like, you don't go down that alley. That's not an alley for you.
like,
We are too old to try to run away. We're gonna break something.
I'm not running, man. So there's like auto repair shop on our left, and we're just walking down this alley, and thankfully we rounded the corner and it said Roulaison Rum Distillery, and I was like, we made it.
Yeah.
Please be open.
Yeah.
It did not look open.
And it was like raining. Like we're sitting on the bus stop. So we get off the cable car, and there's they have a really cool app where it can tell you where your next mode of transportation is, like how many minutes it's going to take for them to get there. It's really cool. The only app that I can think of that's like that is an app called City Mapper. So if you're ever in a big city, like it will tell you how to get someplace and then literally the time and the cost it's going to take. And New Orleans has it, which is really cool. But we get off the cable car and we got to cross the street and go sit at the bus stop. And all of the sudden, the sky like turns black. Y'all think about those movies where the clouds just start rolling in and you start hearing the thunder. Man, I was like, I'm about to sit at this damn bus stop and get drenched. And I don't know where I am. And I have no way to get anywhere because this right here is making me sit at this goddamn bus stop.
I get it, and I appreciate you hanging through that experience. All right?
You're welcome.
Yes,
I'm traumatized.
Thank you so much. I think, you know what, we're both better people.
We are.
And we know that no matter what, we're going to take our own car.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or an Uber.
Uber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, we got a story about an Uber. We'll get to that next hour, I promise. All right.
Next hour. It's 9:00. We're already in the second one.
No, we're going to take a break.
Oh.
But let's finish the roulaison.
Yeah.
We'll take a break and then we'll come back.
Yeah.
All right. Don't go away, by the way.
Okay.
All right. So, can you switch to my direct? This is roulaison chocolate rum. I'm probably saying it wrong, but I don't know. I don't speak of French. So,
I picked that one.
You did. We have had the Selvaray chocolate rum, which neither one of us are a real big fan of.
Which makes me sad because that's Bruno Mars's.
Right. So, there you are.
So when they gave it to us, they didn't give it to us. It wasn't like chilled or anything when we got it, but we had gone through the tasting, right? And I'm not a big rum fan. I'm just not.
Hand me that small shot glass, please. The one that's hidden there. Yeah, thank you.
But we got to this one, and I was like, I am about that life. That one was really good.
You already had it?
No, I'm waiting for you. I thought you look like you're getting ready to pour something else.
I am. I'm pouring some of the Salveray so we can show the people
Look at the color
the
difference.
difference. Yeah.
Look at this.
So this is the Salveray that I'm holding, and that is the Rouleaison
yeah.
that Stephanie is holding. We learned an awful lot about rum. Patrick is one of the co-owners of Rouleaison, and Nell, I guess, was his. I don't know if she was the other founder or
Yeah.
just a worker there, but they really kind of enlightened us on how this rum is made, how they selected the different rums. I tasted 6 rums. I think you tasted like 5.
I think you had 7.
I
and
had a couple
5.
more. So
Because you had the one that was like super overproof.
they had all sorts of different aged rums. I don't even remember the different agings that they had because I'm not a rum aficionado. I don't know rums like that. But he said that nothing is less than 3 months, and then they just kind of decide when they're
When to
gonna
pull it.
when they're gonna open it. Was it 3 months or 3 years? 3 months.
Months.
Yeah.
Months.
Okay.
Yeah, and he said that there's not a lot of rum distillers in the United States, and that was a big pull for him.
Yep.
Why they decided to do it.
Apparently, Louisiana is kind of a hotbed for rums because they have a lot of sugar cane down there.
Yeah,
So,
pretty cool. This one's good though.
yeah. Well, I will try the Salveray, and then we'll switch. Yeah.
No, you can.
No,
keep
we're
that
not
shit.
gonna switch. Okay.
Still not really a rum fan.
That tastes like
That's pretty good. That one's okay, but
That tastes like
it beat me up.
like the imitation Tootsie Rolls.
Oh yeah.
This one does. Here, try that.
No.
No. Try
No,
it.
I'm
You
good.
gotta
No,
compare it. You
no, I
gotta
don't.
compare it for the
Do I-
people. The people care what you think.
Y'all, do I have to? If you guys tell me I have to, then I will have it. But don't tell me I have to because I'm not gonna do it.
The reason I like this one, guys, I love dark chocolate. Like 90% dark cocoa or higher. I'll even chew on the raw cocoa nibs because I like that like really bitter chocolate. That's what this tastes like. It's like you just crushed up a bunch of dark chocolate and put it in rum and let it sit there for a month and a half.
God damn it.
So good.
Damn it.
Yes. You know you want it. And I'm not talking about the rum. Sorry.
It smells good though. Like it smells good.
Yeah, it doesn't taste good. Good job, guys. Good job. Oh, tasting party tried to save you, but it was too late. Do you want to try and save it with the pralines and cream? All right. So that takes us through all the stuff we did before Tales of the Cocktail.
4 Tales of the Cocktail. Yeah, we did a lot.
We
It was
did
a
a
good
lot,
time. It's a
but-
good time.
We're going to take a quick 5-minute break.
And then we get to open this bottle.
The pralines and cream?
Yes.
I'm excited for this.
Yes.
All right.
5 minutes, guys. Stick with us. We're having a good time.
Yes.
You want me to push the button?
BRB.
Where's the button?
The little symbol there with the blue
That says
on the bottom. BRB.
The verb.
Oh, boy.
I'll get this eventually. You don't love me.
That's different.
Ugh.
We're going to make an ABC shot. You like amaretto, right?
I do like amaretto.
We're going to do a 1/2 ounce of amaretto. Next, we're going to pour 1/2 ounce of Bailey's, the B. See? A, B, C? And it's how you pour them in as well. So
Okay, tricky, clever, so cute.
Bailey's, 1/2 ounce.
Oh, I see the layer.
All right. A little bit more, but still about 1/2 ounce of that. What do you think the C is? Amaretto for A, B for Bailey's. Cognac.
Okay.
1/2 ounce of cognac. There's our layered shot with the cognac floating on top. Oh, babe, this smells so good.
I do not agree. All I smell is Hennessy.
Oh, buddy. ABC, amaretto, Bailey's, and cognac. Cheers. That's different.
You don't love me.
That's different.
Ugh.
That tasted like a whole lot of something, but I don't know what.
Something nasty, Dave!
That wasn't good. I didn't really pay attention to this drink, what it was named, and the ingredients in it. It's got peach, and it's got squirt. Tracy Sheeran said we should try 99 blue peaches.
All right.
1 3/4 ounces of 99 peaches.
Wow!
1 3/4 ounces of UV blue.
Are we meant to walk after this? Are we meant to be able to walk?
Well, I think that's what Tracy said to hold on. I'm falling down. About 6 ounces of squirt.
All right, so we got 3 ounces of liquor and some grapefruit soda.
Cheers to a 99 blue peaches. Don't need the straw. No?
No.
I can't with you anymore, Stephanie. You don't like anything I do. Make your own damn drink.
It sits back there and punches you in the face.
Now it's time for an afterburner. 2 ounces of vodka, 1 ounce of triple sec. The sweet ends here. 1/2 ounce of grapefruit juice.
What are you doing?
What do you mean? I'm pouring grapefruit juice.
Why? Cheers.
Afterburner. Very citrusy.
Very. It's not good.
No, it's not. Did it make it worse?
It sits back there and punches you in the face.
All right, well, that derailed. We
The train is no longer on the track.
don't have any brakes.
That's nasty.
We're gonna make a snickerdoodle.
Okay.
An almond snickerdoodle.
All right. I know that we tried to do this once before with, was it an oatmeal cookie or something like that?
Mhm.
And it wasn't quite an oatmeal cookie. It was a good shot, but it wasn't quite an oatmeal cookie. So I'm ready. Let's do a snickerdoodle. Better not let me down. It better be amazing.
I'm not gonna claim credit for this one. This one came from Robert Liebold.
All right, Robert. Don't let me down, man. I like cookies.
2 ounces of rum chata.
I can kind of see where we're going with this. Only from the rum chata.
Oh, it smells good. The cinnamon.
Rum chata.
The cinnamon. Cinnamon. An ounce of Di Serrano.
Throwing a little almond in there.
Is that what Di Serrano is?
Yes.
I thought it was delicious.
It's delicious almond.
Parlay. I'm not using this stupid thing anymore. It's all over my hand.
How's that Boston Shaker technique going, buddy?
There you go.
I got a half a shot.
I got half a shot too. And I got a big mess. I'm so messy.
Okay.
All right, welcome back. Thanks for hanging out. We lost some people, but hopefully we'll gain some new ones.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Go ahead. I was just letting you sing.
Welcome back. Sorry, guys. It is a habit. I apologize.
Why are you apologizing?
So sorry.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. Hey, you didn't show off your new mats.
Who's Matt?
That dude, you know?
No.
Guys, look what we picked up. Can you see? Can you see it? See it?
You're not the greatest with the mirrored video here, are you? Buffalo Trace wants to come out tonight. Anyway.
Sazerac House.
I don't know how easy it is to find Buffalo Trace in your neck of the woods, but here in Virginia, it's an allocated bourbon. It's really hard to find. We walked into the Sazerac House on Canal Street
And got mad.
there was a whole wall
Just
of them.
mad.
Man.
Because I have a friend who has he's got like a whole collection of Buffalo
Blantons.
Trace
Blantons.
of Blantons, yeah, and yeah,
Dude's he's probably got 50 bottles of Blantons of all different years.
yeah,
I mean, I guess it was big in Japan before it was big in the U.S.
yeah.
Anyway.
It's crazy. Anyways, yeah.
So if you're just joining us, we walked through our entire trip leading up to Tales of the Cocktail. So we talked through our trip to Gatlinburg, our trip to Memphis, Beale Street,
Walking in Memphis,
Graceland, all that stuff.
Yeah, that was cool. Yeah, we had a good time.
Our initial salvo down Bourbon Street.
Not a good time. Not a good time. Somebody asked earlier if the Hustler girls were outside. The Hustler girls were not outside, but there was a gentleman beckoning us to come and join him at Hustler. And the only thing I could think of when we walked by there was, I bet they have our game, Drink If. That's what I was thinking about.
Oh. Well, they weren't in Hollywood, but
It was in Hollywood.
Hustlers
It was
of Hollywood.
Hustlers Bourbon Street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so before we get into, I know you're itching to try that, but you got to drink your lemon. Was it key lime or key lemon pie from Old Smoky?
Lemon meringue.
Lemon
No,
meringue.
lemon cream. One moment, please. It is the lemon cream pie, David. Lemon cream pie.
I just
There's
like
a glare on that. Sorry, guys.
I like
So
how you
good.
say cream pie. What did you say? Lemon cream pie? All right. So anyway, did you finish my chocolate rum?
No, why would I finish that? It's nasty. It's right there behind your can.
Oh, that's why I can't see it. Sorry. And then the last one we did was the Rouleaison chocolate rum.
Yeah.
I love this stuff.
Yes.
Delicious.
Yes. Delightful.
Before we get into the tales of the cocktail, I promised somebody I would try something.
Okay.
All right. So we have never had Busch Light Peach before. Jason Norton has had this. A couple other people have had it. We've never had this. So I know how much you love peach.
I don't like beer, and I don't like peach, so this should be fun.
Do you want to do the honors, or do you want me to do it first?
I'll throw it away.
No, try it. Taste it.
Taste it? Well, I
Yeah.
just tasted the lemon.
You have a water right there, don't you?
Trying to get that taste out.
All right.
Yeah, it's not working.
Yep. That cream pie taste just sits there, right?
Shut up.
Me and Leo are on the same page on that one. Hit it. Let us know how the Busch Light Peach tastes. Is it peachy?
It's peachy.
All
It's
right.
foamy.
Okay.
Lots of peach.
Lots of peach. Lots of
Peach.
light beer.
Lots of peach.
right. So they said to take about half a can of Busch Light Peach. And this comes to us from Chris Duke and the boys at the Hunt Club. Apparently, when they're not hunting, they're drinking.
Dragon.
And then half a can of Mountain Dew.
That's not Mountain Dew.
This is Mountain Dew. What are you talking about?
That's a different kind of Mountain Dew.
It's the only Mountain Dew I have, Stephanie. It's a Mountain Dew.
Is that the peach Mountain Dew?
Yes, this is the Peach Mountain Dew.
So now it's just peach on peach. You're obsessed with peaches.
I could eat a peach for hours.
Oh, God. Shut up.
Name that movie.
Stupid.
All right. So he said that this is delicious with regular Mountain Dew, and I bet with the peach lemonade, it's going to be even better. Do you want some? Listen to the fizz. That's really good. It's really good.
It's peachy.
All right. Good job, baby.
You like
I'm
how I
proud
did
of you.
that?
I'm
That's
proud of
peachy?
you. Well,
like
well
how I did
done.
that?
Well done.
Yeah, you like
All
that.
right, let's get started. So, first day of Tales of the Cocktail.
Tales of the cocktail.
Sunday the 21st. Everybody's just getting in. We're getting our wristbands.
Yo. Okay. So you know how when you go to like festivals, they'll give you like a wristband and it's normally like paper, like you can like rip it off. David has rather large wrists, so they put it on. He could not get it off. It was made out of fabric, and it had a little like a scanner inside of it
Yeah, RFID, and then it
Yeah.
had like a little like I guess cinch thing on the bottom.
with teeth in it. So once it's put in place, you can't pull it down to loosen it up. So Dave had spent the first 24 hours at Tales of the Cocktail trying to get this stupid bracelet off. And the next morning, he's like in the shower, like, help, get this off of me. And for like 5 hours after that, I'm like, Dave, just go back to registration and tell him he can't get the thing off. Just go back to registration. I'm going to do it. He got a pair of tweezers stuck in the thing. Damn near cut off his circulation.
That was fine. That color purple's normal.
Ridiculous. Anyways, moving on. Moving on.
So, yeah, we got checked in. We weren't able to get invited to any of the opening events on Sunday night. Like,
No.
there was a Campari event. We didn't get to go that. There was maybe it was Bacardi. There were a couple events the first night, and they're all invite only. You can RSVP for them, but that means absolutely nothing.
Yeah, you have to get the invitation.
No idea.
To get in there. So next year, or at least our goal over the next year is to start interacting with these brands a little bit more so that we get on that those invite lists. But I got to be honest with you, I'll be asleep.
I think the most frustrating thing for me was we spent a decent amount of money on the tickets for the event. And then we found out later on in the week that there were people at these events for Tales of the Cocktails that weren't even registered at the event. They just got the link to RSVP before we got it, and they registered and they were in. And I was like, this is frustrating.
So I guess this is something that happens in New Orleans is at some point they will release Tales of the Cocktail will release what's going on, and they send codes to bartenders, and if you know the right bartenders, you can get the codes to go to some of these events. So yeah, we learned a lot.
We learned a lot.
So day one, not a whole lot to do. It was a community day, but it was raining that day. We kind of wandered around in places we weren't supposed to, just kind of seeing what was going on, get the layout of the hotel. It was the very first time I had ever seen a Moet what was that machine? Vending machine. The Ritz-Carlton.
Oh, yeah.
The Ritz-Carlton, when you check into the Ritz-Carlton in New Orleans, they give you a token, and you can turn around and put that token in the Moet champagne vending machine, and it will give you a bottle of champagne to welcome you to the Ritz-Carlton. I thought that was pretty cool. I took a picture somewhere. But
we didn't have one.
Because we weren't staying at the Ritz.
Right.
Putting on the Ritz. Every time I hear that, that's what I hear. Ritz! Name that movie.
Goonies?
No.
You weren't just imitating Sloth?
No.
Oh.
It's Young Frankenstein.
Okay.
At the end of the movie, he said, Ritz!
Oh, Peter Toole.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Anyways.
So that was Sunday. And then Monday, first day of Tales, I'm up at like 6 a.m. I'm ready to go. Stephanie's like, why are you awake?
What the fuck is wrong
Leave
with
me
you?
alone.
Go to bed. I don't think we slept well in that hotel at all.
We're very I don't know how to say this. Particular about how we sleep. We're very old.
Look, okay. So, well, there's a couple of things. We have a purple mattress, right? So
Right.
we have the mattress that's designed for us not to feel each other moving. Even though you feel each other moving, it's designed for us not to feel each other moving, right?
And to adjust to your body specific.
Yeah, right. And then our pillows are our pillows. And then we always buy, I learned a long time ago to buy a size bigger of the comforter because we are both comforter hogs. David doesn't actually sleep with a comforter on. He tucks it between his legs. But
Right.
me, I am covered from shoulder down in comforter. And damn, you pissed me off, man. Oh, I was so mad.
It was like a twin size comforter on a king size bed, babe.
Anytime he would move, he would take that he's not, now mind you, y'all, he is not actually trying to get warm or anything. And it's New Orleans. It wasn't even that cold. You could turn the AC on, it's still gonna be hot. He wasn't trying to warm up or anything. He just needed to have the comforter between his legs. So I would fall asleep, and he would take that damn comforter and he would put it between his legs, and then I have to fight him. And all night long, I'm fighting this dude. And then he had the audacity to get up early.
There's so many things I want to challenge on this. You act like I intentionally she's asleep. Ha ha ha! Grab this thing. I just turn
You're
over
a
in my sleep.
selfish sleeper.
How can you be blamed for something you do while you sleep? When you release a little puff of wind, I don't say anything in front
You're
of people.
a damn foghorn.
Anyway, I don't think you can be blamed for things that you do while asleep. I just don't think you can. Anyway, I digress. We were going somewhere
You're
with
about
this.
to die.
We didn't sleep the greatest Monday morning.
We did not.
So I'm a session. I like to go to the sessions and I like to learn. Stephanie's more of a, we'll go with it. Wherever this goes, we're just going to kind of ride this ride.
Well, I think you got a little upset with me before we went to Tails because for like 2 weeks before, he went through the agenda at Tails because they release it on an app, the whole agenda and y'all, there was stuff all the time. So it would give you like 9 o'clock and it would be like the keynote at 9 o'clock. But then also at 9 o'clock, there are, and I'm not exaggerating, 15 other things happening. So Dave was like, well, he's a planner. So he was like, I need to know, I want to go to this one, and then I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this, and then I think I'm going to do this, and then I think I'm going to do this. And me, I'm like, get there when I get there.
This is absolutely
I'll see what there is to see. So you went to the first keynote.
Well, we both went to the Tails Toast at 10
o'clock. We did
o'clock.
go to the Tails Toast.
Of course, we're going to drink at 10 o'clock. What else would we be doing?
They gave us champagne, 10 o'clock in the morning.
Then we went and tried some no or low alcohol content.
We went to Lear's.
Yeah, went to Lear's, and was it? It wasn't Ritual Zero. What was the other one we tried?
So I did Lear's first. We did Lear's first.
The first day we did Lear's. There was another one we did too, though.
I did 2 other ones, and I can't remember. I think
Anyway.
Ritual Zero is one, and then there was another one. I have a picture of it, but my phone is currently being used.
Yeah, it's all good. We'll post them in the description of the different ones that we tried. But yeah, the I don't know. It just doesn't taste. I mean, I know it's not going to taste the same, but for me, when you need 17 ingredients to make it taste similar to a cocktail, it's more.
I think you took that wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you took that wrong because it was supposed to be a craft cocktail.
Yeah.
It wasn't supposed to be a simple cocktail. It was supposed to be a craft cocktail. So, of course, they used 17 different ingredients in it. And I think what you were more upset about is they didn't have the bourbon.
I wasn't upset about that. I was disappointed, but they didn't have the Bloody Mary either.
Right.
It was like you get this
Day
rum
one,
punch.
they just kind of weren't ready.
Yeah. Yeah.
They weren't ready when we got there at 9 o'clock. But I actually enjoyed the zero alcohol, the low alcohol stuff. Like, I'm looking forward to starting to make some mocktails. Because I in my old age, y'all, trying to drink to get drunk, I think is just stupid. It takes a long time to recover from it, especially like when at our age right now. It's not good for you to drink like that. But there are times, in the middle of we normally film twice a week, right? So we have cocktails when we do bar banter.
Yes.
And then we have a day where we're filming all of the other cocktails that you guys see. But what you don't see, and I think I've said it multiple times, is we never really finish those cocktails. Well, I never really finish those cocktails. Now, if you get Dave to do Drink If, he's likely finishing the cocktails that we've made, but I am not.
That's
and
not
only his portion.
always
He's not drinking
true.
both of ours. He's only drinking his portion. But
That's definitely not always
I
true.
like the mocktails, and I'm actually looking forward to trying some of the new stuff that's out, which is you have the low or no cocktails. But then you've also now got the ones with the adaptogens that are supposed to almost make you feel like give you the same effect as having a nightcap.
Oh wow.
But it's like natural adaptogens. So I'll be trying those here soon too.
They talked a lot at the conference about how the market share of alcoholic versus low no alcohol spirits have changed. So I think last year it was about 6% of the market was low or no, and now it's like 13%. So it almost doubled.
Yeah, they're really pushing
Yeah.
this. Taking a little better care of your and a lot of that is coming from there are people who don't drink, and that's cool. But there are people that don't drink but still want to be in that atmosphere with their friends who are drinking, or their friends are at the bar, or whatever, and they can't because when they saddle up to the bar they're given soda, or they're given water or something like that. But when you give them the no or low options, then it's almost like they're still able to kind of hang out, have a drink. Nobody's looking at them like, hey, they don't have to explain to
Right.
anybody why they're not drinking, because it looks like they're drinking, they're having a good time, but it's not like, I have to get drunk. So
Yeah, in the keynote, so at the 11 o'clock keynote, the first day that I went to, they talked a lot about this. They talked about the reasons why people are switching from traditional spirits to the lower no. A lot of it was a focus on health and wellness. I think that was almost like 30% of the people who were switching were doing it for that. But then there were other ones that were like financial. Financial was a big one because
Yeah.
spirits are expensive.
they're expensive.
The problem is though, I don't feel like the low or no are that much like cheaper.
Not really.
A bottle of Ritual Zero is $35.
Yeah.
Yours is in the same ballpark. But they are making those. I don't want to call them seltzers because it's not a seltzer, but they have like a no calorie pre-made cocktail.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
it has no liquor in it.
Mhm.
I don't know. Anyway, we learned a lot on
We
that
did.
first day.
So the lower no, just and I'll say it and then drop it. Drinking alcohol is a luxury,
Yeah.
and in the U.S. right now, there's some struggling happening.
People are deciding what to spend money on.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now I'm not saying that the lower no is a better option, but if you learn how to make mocktails and you still get a little bit of the taste of the original alcohol, people are okay with that because they're like, okay, well, I can spend money on something that's not actually going to hurt me. People think, okay, I don't want to spend money on something that it's expensive, it's a luxury, and it's going to potentially hurt my health. So, and there's just a big push for it. So I think that's what's happening right now.
So Monday, we did that, and then is Monday the night we went to Frenchman Street? Is that the night we went down to Frenchman?
I don't remember.
So Frenchman Street is purportedly kind of the grown up Bourbon Street.
Yes.
A lot of live music, a lot of nicer restaurants, and you're on the edge of the French Quarter, so there's not as many people.
Yeah, I wouldn't say nicer restaurants. I think they're probably right on par with
Okay.
Bourbon Street.
Okay.
A little less weed.
A lot less weed,
Mm-hmm.
except for that one car.
Except for that one car when we walked by it.
They were hotboxing that
It was
thing.
crazy. It was crazy. The only problem with Frenchman Street, Bourbon Street is like a mile. Like you're walking and walking and walking down Bourbon Street, and it never really calms down, right? Like you can get on Bourbon Street, a bunch of
That
different
canal.
side streets,
Yeah,
and
from Canal to
and it's going to be that Bourbon Street vibe. Frenchman Street's like 3 blocks. So I think Frenchman was more like Frenchman and Beale were pretty aligned.
similar, yeah.
Yeah, except with Beale you didn't get the weed. So
And you can walk around with open containers
Right.
on Frenchman.
right, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they had that cute little gallery that while we were waiting for the Uber to show up, and yeah. Anyways, it was a good time. So
Yeah.
we did go someplace. Oh, was it the Louisiana? No, New Orleans distillery.
We did go to New Orleans Distillery. That was Monday as well.
I
Yep.
wasn't sure I
Yep.
was gonna like that girl very much.
Yep.
Well, we had a blast there.
We did. Met a bunch of people.
We did meet a lot of people there.
If you go in between their tours, their distillery tours, there's nobody there.
Yeah. Yeah, she got mad. I think she got mad at me,
Yeah.
actually.
Why?
Because I walked in and I was like, are you guys open? And she's like, sorry, we're not hopping as you're expecting. And I was like, bitch, what? Who are you talking to?
I think her name was Alicia. It might have been Allison. Either way,
And
she
then
was
she
very
kind of
nice.
chilled out.
Yeah, she was very
you know,
nice.
because around me you can't stay mad. You gotta loosen up some. So yeah, so we went to the New Orleans is it New Orleans?
It's NOLA Distilling
NOLA
Company.
Distillery. And we had an interesting conversation with the Uber driver on the way there. Do you remember what we were talking about? This had to have been Tuesday. No,
I'm pretty sure it was Monday.
Monday, yeah.
So hang on. What was the name?
I don't remember her name, but remember she was talking about the vibe on Bourbon Street.
Oh yeah.
Like why you go to Bourbon Street.
Yeah, because you were complaining.
I was like, I wasn't ready. And she was like, listen, guys, people go to Bourbon Street when they want to do things that they know they're not supposed to do or like are not really okay in society. She described it kind of a different way, and I don't really want to get like religious about it, but she said, look, if you are feeling a little bit of evil, you want to go to Bourbon Street. You want to do all of the things that society tells you not to do. You go to Bourbon Street. She's like, once you get that out of your system and you're grown and sexy, you go to Freeman Street. Freeman? Piedmont Street? Garden Street? The other street? Frenchman Street. I said that. Fremont Street.
Fremont's in Las
I've
Vegas.
been in Las Vegas too much.
Yeah,
Fremont Street.
Las
Anyways,
Vegas.
yeah, Frenchman Street. So she was pretty funny, that lady. And she took us down St. Charles.
St. Charles.
And I guess that is where the Mardi Gras parade is. And you can still see the beads
Oh yeah,
in the trees
that's crazy.
hanging from there. Pretty cool.
I
Pretty
will
cool.
say this though, I didn't see near a pair of boobies out on Bourbon Street at all. Like
Okay.
at all. Did you?
Well, I will say that the reason you didn't see any tatas out on Bourbon Street is because I made you go to bed at 9 o'clock.
Oh, okay. Well, that's probably true. Anyway, I'm not complaining.
I was not. Look, man. You know how they say like there is nothing for you after midnight? When you are over 40, there is nothing for you after 8:30.
I should
Take your ass home.
I should have worn this shirt.
Oh, darn. Oh, no.
Anyway,
You can wear it next year.
Tuesday was the day we went to Sazerac House. And you know what time it is.
Sazerac House. Here's what we got. I'm actually going to do a whole reel on Sazerac House because I think I have 30 pictures from Sazerac House because I loved it so much. Sazerac House in New Orleans. Really cool history. Sazerac owns a lot of different liquors, which I can't remember any of them off the top of my head right now. Yeah, Buffalo Trace probably the biggest one. This event that we went to, it was 3 stories, and on each story you could get 2 or 3 cocktails. So, of all of the events that we did, I think we spent the most time at Sazerac House.
Probably because
We had 2 or 3 cocktails per floor.
yeah, I think that's probably why. We were there for several hours.
Yeah.
Thank God, because I drove there.
It was a good time. The funny thing is, we drove there. We didn't realize that the hotel was literally the next block over. So
Oh, we knew, but you were like, I am not walking, David. We are not walking. Not
okay. Anyways.
Can you hand me 2 of the little glasses,
Oh,
please?
cry.
They are
Okay.
too far away.
So here's what we're gonna do, guys. While we were at Sazerac House, I had not seen this before. So I picked up. Let's see if I can show you guys. I picked up the pralines and cream. I had some pralines while I was in New Orleans and went to a little shop and had some pralines while I was in New Orleans. I also have some Jack Daniel's honey and fire candy bars.
I'm excited for those because I haven't had one yet.
So because anytime I hear pralines, I'm like, that's kind of uppity. Like,
You shut your mouth.
That's how I feel. So we're gonna use our fancy cordial glasses to have some taste of the pralines and cream.
Can we try the praline first, though? Just the regular praline?
Yeah.
Before we do pralines and cream?
It's such a sexy bottle, though.
Thank you.
Oh, this is just painted. It's that bottle, but it's painted.
Cool. They did a lot of painting because even the bottom's painted.
That's neat.
Here, give me that one.
Don't drink it.
I won't drink it. Take your praline.
How cute are these damn glasses? These are so cute. We got these in Williamsburg, remember?
I do. We were at was it a flea market or a antique store?
There's a little store in Williamsburg, the Williamsburg outlets. Y'all look at these little cordial glasses.
And here is the praline.
All right.
Cheers. Mm. Babe.
That's going in my coffee.
Holy smokes.
Oh, you didn't try the cream.
No, I tried the praline one. Here, the praline one for you.
That's going in my coffee. You're getting praise for your t-shirts over here on Instagram.
Who doesn't like a Show Me Your Bobber shirt?
Non-fisherman.
I ain't fishing. Hit it. You don't have to do the whole shot. That is really good. I don't know that I have a preference between the two.
pralines and cream is good.
That's really good too, though. Both really, really sweet. So if you are not
Yeah.
a sweet liquor kind of person, this is not for you. But that's pretty good. I think I prefer the non-cream one. So you can have that one, and I'll take the other one
Okay.
off your hands. Are you okay? Well, Stephanie's about to tap out.
Tap out!
Do you not want that one?
Today's been a day, y'all. I deserve it. I deserve it. Sazerac House is amazing.
Yeah.
It is gorgeous. We met some. The last bartender that we met was hysterical.
Oh, Ben from Texas,
Yeah.
the martini, espresso martini.
Yes.
Yeah.
He made an amazing espresso martini for us. What was really Grind is owned by Sazerac.
Yes, it is.
The Grind ice sculpture. Do you remember?
I
It
do.
was a picture of the Grind bottle, and it was surrounded by ice. So it was like an ice sluge. Is that what they call them? Sluges?
Luge.
That's what I said. It was the schlumpkins.
Luge.
I don't have any loop.
Yes, you do. Can I have the chocolate coffee, please?
Yeah. So they own Grind, y'all. That was really good. Anyways, Sazerac House, really a lot of fun. I don't have any more shot glasses, dear.
Tops.
It's too much.
Please.
I don't-
Tops.
oh.
Tops.
Boobies. There you go. Sazerac House is great. Okay, what else did we do? Oh, food.
That was the night we did the Pernod Richard as well.
Oh yeah. Okay, so yeah, they did an event that was like airline themed.
Very cool. The swag bag was cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
That's where we found out that people from New Orleans just kind of sneak into these events.
Oh, and that was the night we met Rob and Ariana from Remedy Cocktail Company.
Oh, they do bitters.
They make custom. Now, guys, listen. Premium bitters. So a full bottle of bitters is going to cost you $18. Like, it's not inexpensive bitters. We have some coming, so hold on to your money. We'll review them, and then we'll let you know what we think of them.
We were pretty happy to support them.
Absolutely.
We sat down to dinner. There was a really cool piano that was covered in jewels. I think I posted a picture of it. But as we were sitting and eating our dinner that night, he walked by us and was like, "Oh God, those Tails people." We'll come to find out he was a Tails himself. And him and what's his wife's name?
Ariana.
Him and Ariana sat down with us after he started an argument between us.
Yeah. He did. Rob just came up, threw a grenade down, watched us bicker, and then went and ordered his food.
Yeah, yeah,
It was pretty funny.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But he was cool. He was very. Rob is kind of that person that, he walks into a room and you immediately want to know him. He had this really boisterous personality, and he was interested in what you were talking about. It's not often that you find somebody who's like that, where he wasn't salesy, he wasn't trying to sell you anything. He legit was like, "What's going on? What are you guys doing? How can I help you? Oh, by the way, this is what we do," and then back to you. Like, he definitely has the conversation skills down, where he knows that people like to talk about themselves. And then after you're talking about yourself for a while, then you realize, oh shit, I haven't asked you anything about you. And then he kind of dropped those bombs. Very cool guy, though. Not
Yeah.
sleazy in any way. You just kind of want to hang out with him for a while. And we did at the Pernard event.
We
so.
did. Yeah. Yep. That was a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think that was our Tuesday. And the World War II museum, the National World War II Museum in New Orleans.
Is amazing.
If you ever go, definitely check that place out. I mean, you walk into this one room and there's aircraft like
It's hanging from the ceiling.
and not like the Air and Space Museum in Washington D.C. Like, it's all World War II.
Yeah.
So you have all the different planes from
It's
the
like a bomber, and
bombers
there's
to the
actually like a
fighters.
bomb hanging out of the
Yeah.
plane.
Really cool stuff.
Very neat, very neat. And we had some pretty good stuff there. That was the first time I had that rhubarb milk.
Oh yeah.
Clear. What is it? What is it called? What do they call it? It's not clear milk. What is it called?
Clarified.
Yes. It just was so good.
It was very good.
It was so good.
All right,
I was
we're
like, I
gonna
have to stop drinking these, sir.
we're gonna do one more tasting, and I
Okay.
promise I won't have you drink anything else.
I
tonight.
gotta go to bed.
So this is the Sugarlands sipping cream.
Oh yes, look. So we went to Sugarlands while we were in Gatlinburg. So I don't want people to.
Instagram can't.
I
Really
showed-
Yeah.
I
Okay.
showed them.
Sorry, I
I
didn't see.
showed
Sorry.
Instagram.
Go ahead.
We went to Sugarlands while we were in Gatlinburg.
And we're gonna compare it to that.
We're gonna compare it to my baby daddy, Old Smoky.
Who that is?
My baby daddy. That's my baby daddy.
All right. So the color.
How old are you? Do you remember that?
This is the Sugarlands sipping cream,
Okay.
and this is the Old Smoky.
The Sugarlands darker.
Yeah. Now this one is a chocolate coffee, and I think this one is just a
Coffee.
coffee, right?
Yeah.
So that's got the chocolate. Don't drink it all because I would like to try it. So we'll share. Yes.
Okay.
All right. You hear me, right?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah. Okay. I feel like you didn't hear me.
Look, babe, I didn't even drink it all.
Oh, thanks, baby. I thought you drank it all. It looked like you drank it all. That's so weird.
Oh my God, that's God.
I like a little smoky better.
Guys, there's not even really a reason to compare them though, because they're both delicious.
They're both good, but this is a little bit more aggressive than that, don't you think?
Sure.
You're like, I don't know. Let me try it again.
So good. So good.
All right.
All right, so we're on Wednesday. Okay. On Wednesday, I hadn't slept.
Stephanie is done.
I had not slept. I had the 2 days before. I felt like I needed to accomplish something while I was in New Orleans, and I felt like I wasn't doing that. I felt like we'd spent all this money and we drove down and we had all these grand plans of the things that we were going to do while we were in New Orleans and the brands that we were going to meet and the things that were going to happen. And I was just dying slowly. I wanted to go home. I wanted to be in my bed. I wanted to have sleep. I wanted to stop feeling like I had failed on some sort, which doesn't even make sense why I felt that way. I just did. And so Wednesday morning, I was done. But Wednesday ended up being the best day of tales for me.
I thought it was Thursday.
No, it was Wednesday.
Okay.
It was Wednesday because that's when we did Mozart. That's when I met everybody.
Oh, okay. I thought that was Thursday for some
Well,
reason.
I met everybody at Mozart on Wednesday.
Stephanie was so down on Wednesday. I went to breakfast by myself.
He did. I beat myself up, guys. I get in these modes where I'm like, you know what? I just suck. I suck at everything. I don't even know why you're married to me. It's horrible. I'm bad. Y'all, I can be up here and then the next day I am down. I am down here. And that's where I was Wednesday morning. I did not want to go to breakfast. I didn't want to do it. I just wanted to get in the car and go home. And he felt it. And he was like, babe, do you want to stay? And I was like, yeah, I guess. So I don't remember what happened during the day. I know something kind of lifted my spirits during the day, but I know that evening, Mozart, if you guys don't know who Mozart is, they make you can see them actually right above my head.
Right there.
There's a bottle. So Mozart makes creams. So they have a chocolate cream. They have a white chocolate cream. They have a dark chocolate cream. They have strawberry.
Coffee.
They have a red velvet. So there's a few things that they make that I absolutely love Mozart. And so I was like, okay, let's go to the Mozart event. And because Natalie was going to be there from Beautiful Booze.
Yep.
So if you guys watched the first season of, what's the name of that show?
Cocktail Masters.
Cocktail Masters on Netflix. Natalie was the home bartender that got kicked off. She was the first person to get kicked off the show. And she is a home bartender, and for some reason they felt that she just did not line up with these bartenders, and so they let her go. Something about smoking a cup. Do you remember? It was like she smoked the cup the wrong way or something like that. I don't remember. And she was hosting the event with Mozart, and I was like, I can't really go wrong. And then I was like, I don't even know if I'm gonna like really meet her. And we walk in, and Dave gets a drink. We had been drinking that day.
Shocker.
I think that was.
You buried the headline. We had been drinking that day.
Did we do Old Smoky that day too? Yeah.
Oh,
I
well.
think it was the day we were at Old Smoky as well.
That was the day we met Jackie Steele.
Yeah.
And we met Kendall from Michigan, and we heard her story, and she was awesome.
Yes. So the day was going well. We go to this Mozart party, and I walk in. Dave gets himself a drink at the bar, and he knows I have my eye on Natalie. Because I walked in, I'm like, she is right there, and he's like, go talk to her. I'm like, fuck off. Literally,
True
I'm
story.
like, get out of my face.
Yeah.
And he's like, Steph, she's right. Just go talk to her. I'm like, no.
So James, her partner.
So her partner, James, walks up and just casually starts a conversation. And he's telling me, like, just super chill dude, answering all my questions. I'm asking him about algorithms. He's a professional photographer. So I'm asking her about algorithms. I'm talking to him about photography. I'm asking him about, because they travel all over the place. Like they have figured out how to mix the alcohol content with travel together, so they will go all different kinds. I'm like, this is my dream. Like, this is what I want to do. Right. And he's giving me all this information, and then he's calling Natalie over, and she's like, I can't talk right now. I got to go do something. I'm like, she doesn't like me. And he's like, shut up. And then I see Miguel walk in from Holy City Handcraft, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
True story.
Miguel walks in. I look at Dave, and I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. And he's like, just go talk to them. So I put my big girl panties on, I pulled my bra straps up, and I walked over and had me a conversation.
She did say, are you fucking kidding me, in a crowded bar.
I did.
Very loudly.
I did. Dave seems to think that I can do everything. Dave thinks I'm Superwoman. So it's kind of funny to me sometimes when he doesn't understand that there's times where I'm just really insecure. Like I'm like, I don't belong in the room. Like I'm not supposed to be in this room. I'm not supposed to be with these people. These people are doing way more than me, and like I shouldn't be here. And he just looks at me like I'm stupid. He's like, go say hi.
How'd that work out for you?
It worked out great because right after that, so I'm talking to Natalie and I'm talking to Miguel. And they are giving me all kinds of information. I talked to Natalie. I was like, how did it feel to like get kicked off the TV show? And like, And she's like, that was crazy. And like we're having all these conversations about the things that she's doing and stuff. And then Jordan walks in. And I was
High
like,
proof pastor.
what?
She had her nerd girl moment there.
I really
Yeah.
did. I really did. I'm like, I'm like Mike Myers. Who was the character that he played? We're not worthy.
Wayne's World.
Wayne's World. Yes, we're not worthy. We're not bad. Anyways, yeah. So my energy was revived after that evening.
I think your energy was spent after that evening, because after that you were like on such a high. You got to interact with them. We met
Hannah, who I was like, I was talking to her about meeting brands and stuff like that, and she said, well, I'm an agent, and I was like, you're a what? And she said, I'm an agent. I can hook you up with these brands. Like I can introduce you to these brands. And I was like, I don't know what.
it's Hannah and Rory, and I think Hannah is Queen Bee Cocktails or Queen Bee Mixology.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I would look, but it's yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
So I met Hannah, and then I met another woman, and for the life of me, I cannot remember her name right now. But she was PR for one of the huge companies that was there. She was doing an event. There was like an award or something was being given, and her company had sponsored. Well, the company she was representing had sponsored it. I made her feel so bad. I didn't even mean to. I was just messing with her. But I guess there was an event. It was a woman of color who was getting an award, and she was on the stage talking about how it had impacted her life and that kind of stuff. And this woman, her company had spent something like $25,000 to host this event, and it was considered a luncheon, and there was no lunch. And she said, well, all I could think of as this beautiful woman is standing on stage talking about how her life had been changed, that there was no lunch. And so I went and I ordered $200 of fried chicken. And I said, you said it was a black woman on stage? And she said, yeah. I said, did you forget the watermelon and grape Kool-Aid?
It's a purple drink. Thank you very much.
And she said, oh my God, I didn't even think about it. So we hit it off from there. So I just said I had a great night at Mozart. So that's Mozart. And then the next day that we actually had those Mozart coffees in the morning?
We did. We had the Mozart coffees. We met the folks from Savona Communications, and they were the ones that were partnered with Mozart. So that was cool. And then you skipped over something that happened to you the very first day. You were in the Pinterest room, and you met 3 different people.
I did. I met 3 beautiful women.
Yep.
Beautiful women. And I took some pictures that are going to show up in Essence magazine.
So an Essence author.
He's an Essence journalist, yes.
Journalist, yeah. That talked to you. And I believe interviewed you for the magazine?
No, we took some pictures together. She was actually, I believe, that woman that won the award.
Very cool.
For best article, yeah.
Very cool.
It was very cool, very cool. I met her, I met a bartender, and then I just met this woman that was like, we like cocktails. I was like, me too! But we were in a room that was like Pinterest themed drinks. They had taken like Pinterest boards and made drinks and stuff. They were like, yo, listen, okay, here's the deal. You can get a ticket to Tales of the Cocktail for something like $580 for the whole week. So if you pay the $580, you can not only go to the seminars and some of the off-hotel site events, but you also can taste everything. And there's tastings all the time. But there is a daily ticket that you can buy. It's like $48 or something like that. And you can try everything. So if you don't care about the seminars, you don't care about the offsite events, you can just buy a daily tasting pass, and just go in and drink till your heart is content.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I did. I did a lot of that.
I didn't.
Yeah.
I had sips, and that was that. I didn't need everything.
Every couple hours they had a new thing out. It was cool.
Yeah, it changes all the time.
That was great.
It changed all the time. I bought a cool book. I bought 2 cool books. One was about juke joints, African American culture, and juke joints cocktails. And then I picked up the Halloween book.
Oh, that one freaks me out. Babe, there is guys, we've been going for 2 hours and we're gonna wrap this up soon, but there is so much we haven't gotten to.
Oh God, yeah.
We have that about wraps up our Tales of the Cocktail because we left we left Friday morning, drove back. We got back into Virginia on Saturday. We stopped in Charlotte. I think we were both just done.
Yeah. Like we went to bed, we got up, we were like, let's go.
We'll make it in 4 hours. Let's go. 7 hours later.
Right.
So we made it home. But we haven't talked about any of
food.
Any of the food, right? We haven't talked about the House of the Dragon stuff that we did. We haven't talked about the stupid things that I've purchased. And your Outlander cocktail book comes this week.
Jamie. Sorry. I got excited.
So I don't know.
Sorry about that.
We're just going to have to do another.
Yeah, guys, we'll see you Saturday. We're going to talk about some other stuff that's not related to Tales of the Cocktail because, listen, we had the best.
It was a good time.
It was great. I had a lot of bitching, but
I know better than to answer to that, so I'm just going to say you said that.
I did a lot of complaining, but I tend to get very overwhelmed sometimes. And I think that this whole event, everything about it was overwhelming. But I'm really glad that I got to experience it with you because you're my steady, you're my rock. You keep me in my place, kind of bring me where
I ground
where
you.
I need to be. Yeah,
you're grounded. You've been a bad girl. I had a great time with you.
Yes,
I
we
would
had an
not want to
excellent time.
travel and do this stuff with anybody else. So,
well, I'm hoping that we get to travel a lot more and taste some more cocktails because y'all, this was so fun. Find somebody that's your drinking buddy, but also keeps you in place. I'm telling you, man, it's worth it. Everybody's talking about like, oh, we gotta get divorced because he dropped his sock on the floor. But
you don't mind
stick it out.
finding my socks on the counter by the bread.
Is there a sock on my fucking counter right now, David?
No, I gotta go. No, there's not. Don't look there.
What the hell?
So, are you committing to being live on Saturday night for the people?
You know I'm not.
All right, we're gonna do it.
We're gonna
anyway.
try though because you guys have got to see this stupid shit Dave bought.
Yeah.
I'll let you guys vote. Do you want us to stay on for another 15 minutes so you can see the stuff that David bought?
Well, I'm excited.
We just need you. We need you to tell us.
I'm excited about the chocolate bars because we have not had the chocolate bars yet.
Okay, but I just want to see if because those are looking at me.
I'm excited about those, but we don't have the affiliate link for that yet.
You don't. Just let me know. Okay. All right. Just show them that one thing.
All right. So Stephanie and I are taking a trip in November.
We are.
And it's a Caribbean trip. We're going to be enjoying warm temperatures. And this is a limited edition item that I was like, I got to get these because it's just going to be funny. I understand.
I gotta get these because it'll be funny.
Yeah.
Is expensive.
Yeah.
Like your banana one, the Savannah banana jersey that was like $85 that you're never gonna wear again. So funny.
You know what's funny too is it's gonna end up in a thrift store in a couple of years, and somebody's gonna get an $85 jersey for like $3.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. I don't know if you've been to a thrift store lately, but thrifting's expensive now too.
Well, whatever it is, I don't know. But yeah. Okay, so I get it. So your comment earlier about you being expensive because of me,
this is it.
Yeah, this is a true story. So you know how Facebook ads work, right? They target you based on your suckerness.
Yes. Yes. He's likely to buy this garbage.
You have a bunch of Hey Dudes.
I do. I love Hey Dudes.
And I like comfortable shoes. But I can never find that blend between like sneaker and dress shoe. So I saw these Hey Dudes.
So you landed on those.
So I saw these Hey Dudes, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try these out. And they kind of go with our theme of the cruise, right?
Tropical,
So the
yeah.
tropical trip, right? So I found these Hey Dudes that are Margaritaville Hey Dudes, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get them.
Are these not the ugly? You need to show your
Here,
camera.
here, go ahead. You hold that one to yours.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right.
I
Look
have
at y'all. Number one, Dave has huge
Yeah,
feet.
I get it. Okay.
Look at how big these damn shoes are.
They are like boats.
Look at it. It's bigger than my head. Look at my head. Look at this. This is ridiculous.
I guess they float though.
Yeah.
I think
They're foam on the bottom.
I'm pretty sure I can walk on water with these skis.
You might be able to. If you can, I definitely can. Look at these things. Look how bad they are.
But
My God.
they have a parrot inside, and they're covered in parrots.
Wasting away again in Margaritaville.
Yeah, I'm hoping that they give money to some charity or
These
something.
are awful.
Yeah, they're amazing. I think is what you meant to say.
Awful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't buy them yet, though. Don't buy them yet, because if you're thinking about buying them, we might have an affiliate link.
Brian Kerr wears a size 15 shoe.
It's not about the size, Brian.
It's how many times to make it rise. Yeah.
Anyway,
He bought a few other crazy things, but we'll save those for Saturday.
all right. Can I have a chocolate bar though? Is that a thing, or are we not doing those?
Yeah. Hold on, I'll show you something. One last thing before we go.
I'm excited. Why is that open? We were supposed to do this.
That one's not open.
Why was the other one open? Jack Daniel Tennessee Fire.
And
Still
this
sealed.
unopened Jack Daniel's honey chocolate bar.
You opened it.
Babe, when I posted the picture, everybody was like, "You gotta try it." This was during my downtime. This was my I hate this place and I want to go home time. And I needed Jack to give me a hug.
You could have at least shared it.
Oh, look at God. It's gone.
You didn't even share it. You're such a bad person.
I really don't feel bad about it at all. At all.
I don't think I should
Here,
give you any of the
I'll
Jack
let
Fire.
you have one of those. I'm gonna let you have
I
one.
think I should give you any of the Jack Fire. You hang on.
For me.
Here, take one. All right, this is the Jack Fire one.
Okay.
That's really good. I want these in my stocking from now on instead of the stupid like Mr. Good bars. Wow. That is good. This product contains less than 5% alcohol.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
It's like a beer.
It's them. She needed Jack to help her deal with those shoes. Oh, that's really good.
That is good.
Oh my God.
That's like a crunch bar with a little bit of
That
cinnamon.
is a $10 candy bar, y'all.
Yeah. How was the honey? Was it good?
Candy bar!
Was it the honey one good?
Mm-hmm.
Why does that taste like a chocolate covered cherry?
That's why half the package is gone.
Oh my god, those are good.
Sorry, y'all.
That one tastes like a chocolate covered cherry. Why does it taste cherry?
It's literally, it's chocolate. If you've ever had a caramello where you bite into it and all the caramel comes out, this is, you bite into it and all the liquor comes out. Like, it's liquor. Yeah.
Wow, that
Now
was
that
really
you've
good.
had a bite, I'm going to hide these because these are now mine. For when I get to feeling down. Hello.
All right, we're ending with the last.
We're not.
You're gonna have to wear it.
I'm not.
Come on, people want to see it.
No, they don't.
You asked them if they wanted to see it, and they did. So here's what I'm gonna say real quick. This was originally bought as a gag, and it's still a gag, but the girl
Now it's not even like funny anymore.
it's not. But the girl who did this, she spent a whole lot of money that she had raised as part of this whole endeavor, and she bought like homeless people stuff, and I mean she spent like a lot of money, donated a lot of money. So who knows what she's gonna do, but I could not buy this hat.
Yes, you could.
This was amazing.
You could not buy it.
So Stephanie, I think this is Dave's next hat. Dave's next hat. I love it, man. That's so funny. Look how happy you look. Give us a thumbs up in chat if you want to see Dave rocking the Hawk Tua hat.
Yeah, this is definitely a Dave hat.
Dave.
Let me go find my beard. This is ridiculous. This
It's so funny.
thing was like $40.
It wasn't that much, but yeah, this is.
It took them 3 weeks to get here.
It-
The whole thing is over now.
I know
It's not even that big anymore.
It took a month to get here, but I will say that I think it's cool that she gave away a bunch of money. Look, enjoy your moment,
Can
right?
you send that back?
No,
Can you send the shoes back?
I will. I will consider that,
Can you
but
send the Savannah banana.
the Savannah
jersey back?
bananas I already took the tag off of. Look, here's what I did put all my credit cards and stuff in the safe. So
Good. We're done spending now.
yeah, that
Yeah. Yeah, because thanks to Jordan's class, we now have even more lights.
in soft boxes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah. Great.
I might have a problem.
He does.
Yeah.
But it's okay. Yeah, the shoes weren't that bad compared to the hat. I will keep the shoes if you send the hat back.
Huh? I'm not sending the hat back. Dave's
lost
got to
that
wear it
battle.
in the video.
We lost that battle, guys.
Dave's got to rock it in the video.
No. No.
We haven't had a Dave video in a while.
We don't need one. We
The
don't need one. We don't need one because if we do a Dave video, you know, if I do a Dave video, I only do Dave videos when you annoy me.
Oh, I'm good at that.
You know, Jason, Drinks with Jason, did challenge you to another drink. So Dave might show up soon.
I like it. There's one that's like a lot lizard, but it has hot sauce in it.
We don't need to do that again.
You wanna
gotta
try
the
that one?
No, you got to
No.
try the one that Jason sent you.
Okay. All right.
Something about cheese, mozzarella cheese on it.
Mozzarella, no, Parmesan cheese, right?
No, I think it's mozzarella.
Oh, that sounds
It's
terrible.
a chewy cocktail. Leo, I plan to burn that.
Little
Actually,
bit
I
of
have a fire pit in the backyard. It's gonna happen.
A little bit of a mouthfeel on that one.
Hey guys, thank you for tuning in, and thank you for listening to our extra long story about our trip to New Orleans. Unforgettable. Very cool. Very cool.
Huh?
Anything else?
No? Thank you for hanging out. We'll see you guys on Saturday because Stephanie said we would.
She's a liar. Don't trust that bitch. She is a liar.
Hate that chick. Hope you guys have a great rest of
She's
your
a
week.
bad liar.
All right. Bye bye.
Ciao.
You don't love me.
That's different.
Ugh.
We're going to make an ABC shot. You like amaretto, right?
I do like amaretto.
We're going to do a half ounce of amaretto. Next, we're going to pour half ounce of Bailey's, the B. See? A, B, C? And it's how you pour them in as well. So
Okay, tricky, clever, so cute.
Bailey's, half an ounce.
Oh, I see the layer.
All right. A little bit more, but still about half an ounce of that. What do you think the C is? Amaretto for A, B for Bailey's. Cognac.
Okay.
Half an ounce of cognac. There's our layered shot with the cognac floating on top. Oh, babe, this smells so good.
I do not agree. All I smell is Hennessy.
Oh, buddy. ABC, Amaretto, Bailey's, and Cognac. Cheers. That's different.
You don't love me.
That's different.
Ugh.
That tasted like a whole lot of something, but I don't know what.
Something nasty, Dave.
That wasn't good. I didn't really pay attention to this drink, what it was named, and the ingredients in it. It's got peach, and it's got squirt. Tracy Sheeran said we should try 99 blue peaches.
All right.
1 3/4 ounces of 99 peaches.
Wow.
1 3/4 ounces of UV blue.
Are we meant to walk after this? Are we meant to be able to walk?
Well, I think that's why Tracy said to hold on. I'm falling down. About 6 ounces of squirt.
All right, so we got 3 ounces of liquor and some grapefruit soda.
Cheers to a 99 blue peaches. Don't need the straw. No?
No.
I can't with you anymore, Stephanie. You don't like anything I do. Make your own damn drink.
It sits back there and punches you in the face.
Now it's time for an afterburner. 2 ounces of vodka, 1 ounce of triple sec. The sweet ends here. 1/2 ounce of grapefruit juice.
What are you doing?
What do you mean? I'm pouring grapefruit juice.
Why? Cheers.
Afterburner. Very citrusy.
Very. It's not good.
No, it's not. Did it make it worse?
It sits back there and punches you in the face.
All right, well, that derailed. We
The train is no longer on the track.
don't have any brakes.
That's nasty.
We're gonna make a snickerdoodle.
Okay.
An almond snickerdoodle.
All right. I know that we tried to do this once before with, was it an oatmeal cookie or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't quite an oatmeal. It was a good shot, but it wasn't quite an oatmeal cookie. So I'm ready. Let's do a snickerdoodle. Better not let me down. It better be amazing.
I'm not gonna claim credit for this one. This one came from Robert Liebold.
All right, Robert. Don't let me down, man. I like cookies.
2 ounces of rum chata.
I can kind of see where we're going with this. Only from the rum chata.
Oh, it smells good. The cinnamon.
Rum chata.
The cinnamon. An ounce of Di Serrano.
Throwing a little almond in there.
Is that what Di Serrano is?
Yes.
I thought it was delicious.
It's delicious almond.
Parlay. I'm not using this stupid thing anymore. It's all over my hand.
How's that Boston Shaker technique going, buddy?
There you go.
I got a half a shot.
I got half a shot too. And I got a big mess. I'm so messy.
Okay.
Cheers to an almond snickerdoodle from Robert Liebold.
Cheers. You know what? That's damn good.
Good job, Robert.
That's really good.
You made a mess.